All right, people, so good morning and welcome. Welcome to another edition of Off the Record. Stephan and Mr X in the company, become the Ground Report team. And they took it 6 to 9, and we here to take you to 12. But before Mr X come in, I just want to let you guys know, at 10:30 a.m., we will be going live to the Minister of Finance's, what is it, his presentation.
Media review.
At the media review. So at 10:30, we're going live.
Good morning to all of you all outside there in Radio Land, to all the people in the Maxis and taxis. Say yeah.
Why?
Yeah, morning.
Yeah,
welcome
man.
to all those going to work and all those coming from work. Get a good night's rest, and those who jamming right now, all they make sure and do all the thing until 4 o'clock, ready to go.
Yes,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? And mind your business.
And well, I think people really people in tune with the World Cup action right now, more than anything else.
Hunt the point, boy.
World Cup going good, boy. Sweden rest 5 on Tunisia last night.
I think the bars and thing getting a rest, so it's good. When I say a rest, I mean a rest from the drought.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And,
well.
Because I'm not a bar football kind of person, kind of thing. But I have been doing that for the last 3 days or so. So it's been going pretty well, you know. The camaraderie is good because you ain't seen people you ain't seen for a while.
Which bar you been to?
Dexter's.
Dexter's?
Dexter's up in the east. Right after La Luna.
All right.
Right, on the right hand
Oh,
side.
by Dexter's watching the game, man. All right, no sin, man.
Dexter, the whole body of mine from way back when, you know what I mean? We used to party hard all the time. You know what I mean? So, and he knows what the people want. So it's a nice bar, 10 TVs. You can't go wrong.
Well,
you know, it is what it is.
On an interesting note, I must say, I had the opportunity to watch a few of the games, if not all. The only game I missed was Australia.
Well, let me give my on sports like
go ahead.
commentary first, right?
Go ahead.
I've been watching the games and it is very interesting how it is shaping up in terms of the quality of football. And the quality of football, number one, to me, is not looking top of the line, if you understand what I'm saying. It's just basic and by now start.
But first game.
So first set of games, Brazil look very scrappy. Germany get an easy side to beat up.
Yes.
Why they look so grand in the 7-1 win. You know, and the other pieces of it, the football is nice. It has really football has really bring out people in a different kind of way, you know.
Bring on people, boys.
People where don't talk, I don't kind of think talking in bars, you know.
Sports on the whole has the power of uniting nations.
Yeah, boy.
Upon nations of sports.
Yeah, but I see that for myself because I see people who been talking for years.
Yeah.
Talking in bars and all kind of thing. Like,
this is what happens.
Going on here, boy?
This is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
At all races, all races in the bar.
When it
Chinese, Indian, Negro people.
Don't tell Karim that, you know.
Nah.
Don't tell him that. Don't
Don't let the memo.
No, don't let him
Keep
know.
the memo to myself.
No. Yeah. Don't let him know. Everybody does get together. Don't let him know.
I especially like.
But who impressed you so far?
Who impressed me so far?
We are fine. Like as a non kind of.
Well, a non-footballer, non-commentator, non-everything. Thus far, Paraguay. I think Paraguay.
Paraguay lose to the States,
Yeah, but
so I think it's Paraguay you're talking about.
No, not a matter of losing, matter playing. It's you ask me about playing.
I asked you who you find as the best running team, and you pick the team that lose 4-1.
Well, no, but they're alright.
Nah, man, X-Man. Hey,
they're
I ain't asking you about sports again. You pick the team that lose 4-1 instead of running good?
Well, I don't know. I think so.
No. You picked the right game, though.
I watch
You picked the right game.
I watched several different players. Brazil was very scrappy. Morocco was good.
Morocco ran 14 last World Cup.
Pretty okay.
They're up there.
I saw the first game, which was Mexico
and South Africa.
That was evenly yoked. So far, the teams have been evenly yoked. The only Brazil game and Germany game was different. But all the rest of teams was evenly yoked.
That's all right. That's from your eyes.
But that's from my eyes. I don't know.
Right.
But give me your expert
All right. So all right. I'll give it to you. I'll give you the 3 best teams in the World Cup that I've seen so far. The best running teams. On third on the list, South Korea.
South Korea.
South Korea,
Yeah, I think
played,
that was playing
they
very
played the
nice,
Czech
huh?
Republic, right? They was running all over Czech Republic. They're playing a very aggressive attacking style of football.
Right.
And what impressed me with them is that they were throwing away because they could have put away a lot of they could have been up.
Right.
Right.
But that's what I thought about them in the first half.
Right. In the first half.
yeah.
Is that they could have
They
had
could
at
have
least 2 or
converted,
3.
they could have converted
Right.
at least 2 or 3.
But coming out in the second half, Czech Republic went 1 up.
Right.
But they responded well to come back and win the game 2-1.
Right.
Right? But they're running
Right.
South Korea.
I find Japan was running good too.
Japan ran good.
Japan ran
But
good too.
Japan ran that game between Japan and the Netherlands was to me it was an even game. I think the Netherlands took the foot off the gas.
Evenly yoked. They evenly
Yeah.
yoked. Yeah.
But Netherlands kind of take the foot off the gas after going 2-1 up, which is something I have never agreed with in football. I think if you're going 2-1 up, go for the kill.
Well,
You had the momentum.
Was it early times yet?
Well,
I
first
guess.
game, right?
I guess, yeah.
But
Maybe that is strategy. I don't know.
the second best running team that I see, right, is Ivory Coast. Ivory
didn't
Coast
see that
play
game.
Ecuador.
I didn't see
Yesterday.
That game. I didn't see that game.
Right. Well, they win the game 1-0, right? At the death, lay down. But that game had so much chances, eh? I could see why Liverpool hunting for this boy, Diamande, from Ivory Coast, to replace Salah.
Right.
The fella real good. But
Right.
the style of play, the attacking style of play, because when you take into consideration, Ecuador runs second to Argentina in South America by 9 points, right? It was
Right.
second in the South American qualifying. They had a 3-point deduction as well, right?
Right.
And they hardly, very rare do they concede. They're very tough defensively. And Ivory Coast keep chipping and chipping and chipping away, but they play an aggressive, free-flowing style of football. So they're running. Ivory Coast running. The best running team I see so far, with all the teams that play so far, is United States of America.
Yeah, I hear so. I hear the real game on.
I real shocked, they play
they're
total
getting
football, I'm talking
well,
about...
they know with
They win-
our French conference finals, you know.
Well,
so now they win our football now.
Well, right. So I'm just saying, I wasn't expecting that. And, people saying, oh, God, they beat Paraguay. Paraguay is a South American team. Paraguay beat Brazil in qualifiers. A man tell me, well, I really don't take them things like losing in qualifier. But it's a qualifier.
Right.
If you lose too much in your qualifiers, you wouldn't qualify. So the fact that Paraguay beat Brazil in a qualifier down in South America,
Right.
you have to take that on face value. So it's a no walkover team. If you look at the team on paper, they have an excellent team, Paraguay. Yeah, Almiron and all these players.
I like
and
how
them,
they're playing.
right?
But I Paraguay, Portugal, man. Right?
Well, we didn't see Portugal yet. We're going to see Portugal
this weekend.
coming up here
Wednesday.
but the next couple of days here. But the United States of America shocked me. I wasn't looking for them to come out running so.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see that.
Is
That game I didn't see.
that the best running team I see so far.
Yeah.
Right? But we'll see how it goes. It's still have Argentina still have to play.
It's still England to
France
play. It's
had
still
to
have
play.
France had to play.
England, Portugal.
Yeah.
It's a real big team to come still, Colombia is my dark horse in the race.
This is the start of the thing. This is the start of the thing.
I'm telling you, so this is the start, but the start has been, for me, I think the football has been excellent so far. The games have had goals. The Australia-Turkey game, I went and watched the highlights. That game like it had real action in it too.
Yeah.
That game could have go anyway. Australia win the game 2-0, but that game could have go anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Turkey had real opportunities.
But I especially like the VAR piece with onside and offside goals.
Yeah, well, they introduced VAR some years now, but...
That piece was not introduced this World Cup.
Well, no.
The actual one with the offside.
Oh yeah.
line.
That's a new. I think
new
that's
technology.
a new offside technology. That
Yeah, I
they're
like
bringing to
that. I like that.
Right, for the World
it
Cup.
showed you the before and after kind of thing when the ball was
Yeah,
played
yeah,
and
yeah.
where the person standing up and
Only in the English Premier League, VAR does get wrong. It's the greatest I ever seen.
Why?
Only.
I mean, that
Only
get
in the
wrong.
English Premier League,
Yeah, but they
you
can't
just get
get
the
wrong.
most controversial calls with VAR.
How?
Because I don't know. Because like this, I don't know. Like the train to get wrong. They just can't seem to get right in the English Premier League. They have the technology and still get wrong.
But how you can get it wrong? Technology is supposed to fix that.
Boy, you had to ask whoever running the VAR that. Yes, PGM all. That's the name of the company. I don't know who paying them. But anyway, it's been a very interesting World Cup.
Yeah.
Inclusive of that, we see the New York Knicks for the first time in 53 years won the playoffs
Yeah, boy.
in San Antonio.
I was thinking, and I was studying where you told me about how Wemby Young and his three teammates are 20, 21, and 22, right?
They're young.
They're very young.
That's frightening.
So they have at least 20-something years again to play.
They're frightening. They're frightening.
Right? And Wemby has broken all the records thus far, except a championship.
Well, he have some records that he
has some serious records and a rookie
that he will potentially break in time to come.
Right.
All sorts of records, I think.
So based on
once
that,
he stay fit.
Based on that, and not get fat and get injured and all kind of mad thing. Anyhow, yeah.
I didn't think he could get fat, no?
You think he can get fat?
He's tall, but he's slim. He not like Shaq. Shaq had meat on him. Shaq had muscle on him.
Well, I put that into consideration, and then I was like, yeah, but Brunson really deserve it.
Brunson deserved that.
Brunson, the team, he deserved that. Because they were 8 points ahead almost 3/4 of the game. Yeah. 3/4 of the game, they were 8 points ahead.
Brunson's a monster, boy.
Then they come down to 3 points. And I'm like, what is going on here? Closer to the ending of the game. So it's either not playing aggressive enough or
poor coaching.
Or
the coach and all young. San Antonio coach.
Oh,
he don't have that experience.
Coming out to the end, eh?
New York
yeah, but for the whole game, 3/4 of the game was 8 points ahead.
Right, New York should have never come back from that 25-point or 27-point deficit in game 3.
Yeah.
In game 4, sorry.
Yeah.
Right? They should have never come back from that. No experienced coach, laying any team, whether they're at home or away, come back from a 25-point deficit.
Right, okay.
15 points, 18, 15, anywhere between 15, 16, 17 points, maybe even 20, but 25, 27, 29.
Yeah, 29 was
29, I think it was point deficit, and you let somebody come back there and beat you?
And win.
Nah.
Yeah. Well,
nah, you playing to lose.
It shows the inexperience, and there's time yet for a recovery.
Nah, when rings.
So me worry about that. So based on that, I think New York deserved that win because they played for it. They really played for it. And let me tell you
something. When Jalen Brunson was at Dallas, and when very productive player at Dallas, and when New York bought him in the transfer window the year. I remember all the I could pull up sports clips with Steve Smith and all of them criticizing that guy, you know. There's like that we spending money on Jalen Brunson. Like they had no expectations for him. Yeah, but he's a silent fella, like his style. He don't say nothing. He just let people talk.
He just let work talk for him.
His work,
actions. Work talk for
the
him.
actions are speak.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a action.
Most important.
So excellent player. But sports is what sports will be. Hopefully, we will elevate our local athletes. To higher levels. Through the Minister of Sport, Philip Watts, in time to come.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. And I see that there is a pilot boy. We are the first a Trinidadian woman. She's the first female pilot for Fly Dubai.
Okay.
Out in the United Arab Emirates.
Sophie.
It have two women out there.
My brethren sister is flying for Dubai now. Yeah.
Nah, just I will tell you who the woman is, I'll go pull it up here now. The woman, I got it this morning, but that was big news this morning. Trini woman, Alina Ali.
Right.
She's made aviation history as the first Trinidadian female airline captain at Fly
captain?
Dubai. Captain at
okay.
Fly Dubai. Of course, that's a UAE-based carrier. Currently, she's currently the only Trinidadian female airline captain operating in the entire UAE.
Right.
And she's at the controls of a Boeing 737 MAX 8 and 9.
All right.
And she commands flights.
Get your applause.
Yeah, man. Should I get a vibration for that, man?
Should I get applause?
Yeah. We can't.
Because I'm a brethren sister who working for the airline. Pure Trinidadian.
Yeah, man. So applause to Alina Ali. Now, she actually commands flights over 143 countries, eh? Yeah, and then you have another Trinidadian by the name of Rachel James, who equally blazing a trail out in the UAE. She's a fellow Trinidadian, and she holds the distinction of being the first female Trinidadian senior trainer at Fly Dubai.
Okay.
Right? And in her role, she is responsible for training both flight crew and cabin crew in air safety and emergency procedures, playing a critical role in ensuring the safety of passengers and staff across the airline's entire operation. Imagine that we had 2 Trinidadian women.
Yeah, 3. Because
my
brethren, sister is a flight attendant with quite very hard to get in a flight attendant there.
Especially as a female.
Very hard.
But women have it harder.
Yeah, women have it even harder.
Very rare to have these women, yeah.
So she's doing well. They are doing well out in the UK. I mean the UAE, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, but it is
onto the local stuff.
Yeah,
Moody's. Let me start with Moody's now, man.
Well,
so Moody's has upgraded us from to stable now, from negative to stable.
Hey, I have an apology to give to my to one of my board members.
Oh gosh.
Because I was telling her the other day that we're not sure where we were getting the gas from. Right. And we got something from Shell.
1.7 trillion cubic feet.
So, well, we getting a portion of that.
On the Loran field.
I don't know what it is, but I know we getting a portion of that.
That's right.
So I have to apologize to Miss Tara Mangru.
Yeah.
That my board member. I have to apologize to her.
Don't make joke.
Yeah. That we looking like we heading in the right direction. So that's
You sure?
Well,
don't tell Kareem that, you know.
Nah.
And Penny, you know. Don't tell them that, you know.
Can't tell you that.
You can't tell them that, you know. I see that the US Embassy also put out, they were at AmCham's meeting recently. AmCham had a meeting over the weekend here. And over that, the US Embassy spoke, a member of the US Embassy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that they're going to be investing in a $500 million campus in Trinidad and Tobago.
Who is that?
US.
Boy, it's so much things going to happen.
$500 million
so many
campus.
things going to happen. You know, and I waiting for the day.
So what people complaining about?
And I'll tell you, I waiting for the day that Kamala get a small boom of some kind or something like that.
What people
and she started to change the whole face of Trinidad and Tobago and started do things, started pave the roads. I gave up the other morning and thinking she could not pave all the roads and change all the pipes.
Oh, jeez, honey.
That was my dream the other night.
Right, Lord Father. Let me read you something here from AmCham, Nirati Rawi said something. This is the first paragraph alone I'm going to read, right?
Right.
This is for all the viewers out there. Okay? It was in the paper yesterday. I want you to listen to this paragraph, right? While welcoming news that Trinidad and Tobago is set to receive 1.7 trillion cubic feet of natural gas from Venezuela's Loran field, CEO of AmCham, Nirad Tiwari warned, and I want to all to listen to the warning, eh? You ready, X?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let me get all of the warning. He warned that social and political division could undermine the country's ability to fully capitalize on the opportunity. I want to repeat that. Social and political division could undermine the country's ability to fully capitalize on the opportunity. Now, what is social and political division, X?
Kareem Marcel.
And we had to call the opposition leader naming that because she supported the statements.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That is social division.
Right.
Good?
And we have political
and we
division.
have political division, and we know this, right?
Right.
So, we have been saying from the start of this in January the 5th, try and drown out the noise. Now, we have a lot of noise out there, right? That the opposition is creating. And they're using terms, and we heard it in the parliament during the muting of the mic issue.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's the mic mute era. Helen Francis in the Calypso monarch
They're not the first
parliament,
time.
but it's not the first time they've complained about it.
Right. On both sides, actually.
Both sides, and we'll get into that shortly. But a lot of noise, and they're using terms like this is a free and fair democracy. What is wrong with this government? Yeah, Kareem, divisive Kareem, shouting across the floor, tyranny, tyranny. That's the words that they're using there. Tyranny, terror. They're saying your freedom and democracy.
It's being threatened.
It is being threatened. Then they hate we. And all kind of thing. And
like them. And let me all know we don't like all them either.
But yeah, we don't like all. We will never like all you.
Yeah.
Social and political division could undermine the country where we will not capitalize on these opportunities. This is one opportunity with Shell with the 1.7 trillion cubic feet. We have ExxonMobil who has invested in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah,
we have the steel company. We have the World Bank coming to set up an office here.
Yeah.
We have Oxy, the next energy giant.
Yeah.
BP as well has put out investment here. The US Embassy is invested in Trinidad and Tobago as well. Which is all you want. When you're building a house.
Because that country club investment is $500 million.
Yeah.
Dollars is spending in Trinidad and Tobago. You know?
Right.
You can imagine when that embassy done, where it is going to take place. What you're talking about in terms of understanding the U.S. investment in Trinidad and Tobago.
Correct.
There's rough times right now, and I guess in everything,
not according to the PM.
In everything, there will be a rough time.
Yeah.
At some point in time, right? It had to get worse before it get better.
The road to recovery is not often rough.
Well, yes. And,
if you get
to make unpopular decisions also.
Right. You had a stroke already, right?
Right.
My father had a stroke. It is not. The stroke is the. Oh gosh. The stroke is the oh God, what was the word I'm looking for? Is the damage that has been done. Right? Creates the damage that has been done. But to repair the damage, there is a road to recovery that you must chart a course for. Right. That road is very difficult because you have to do physiotherapy, speech therapy, this therapy, that therapy.
Yeah.
You are not going to be able to function.
You're not going to be 100% ever again.
That's right.
Ever again.
And if you work, you have to work hard and push through in order to bring yourself back to some level of normalcy. Right?
Right.
This is the struggle over the last year. And one must understand, when you're building a house, where does it start from? The roof?
No, you start from the foundation.
Nice. Why do you start from the foundation?
Because you want a steady platform to build on.
Right. So let me stick a pin right there, right? Painting the picture for people. I know some of you might, I know we have a blind man that's called we hunting, but even he go see the picture when I finish, right?
Right.
So, okay. You're building the house.
Right.
And yes, the small man had to eat. And everybody know that.
Right.
Good? Your grassroots people, your soldiers out there, everybody had to eat, right? Everybody wants some, but you cannot accommodate them because you simply do not have the resources to do so at this time. So what do? You
try to balance it as best as you can until the point comes when you can exploit yourself, but you can't do that right now.
In the
meantime,
you build your international relationships.
Right.
You look for investments that weren't there.
Right.
To increase your revenue. Right. So you start charting things and putting things in place. In other words, you're laying a foundation.
Right. And in the first year is the best year to do that.
That's right.
That's the best time to do that.
So people complain. Where all this hate and thing coming from?
No, they remember the 102,000 people in dead. That keep telling all of that.
Well, they ain't dead.
They ain't dead. They're right there.
But I tell you what, they ain't dead, but they didn't show up to that meeting either.
Which one?
The one with Kareem Hall. Did you see the room?
No, me didn't see that room.
You didn't see the room?
No, me didn't see that room.
Except the room had 50 people in that plenty.
Yeah.
And they said that was a political rally. I will send you the news clip. They show
I didn't see in
the front row.
Any,
and you had to remove the front row because the front row was Stuart Young, Penny, and other members of government, right? So they sit down in the front. I think Penny reached late to the meeting, all kind of thing. Because she reached after he say what he say. Because when the media asked her outside Parliament what she thought of those statements. She supported him, and then she was like, "Well, I know I spoke to him before, but I didn't hear exactly what he said."
What?
During the break, I will play
I want to
that
see
clip.
that. I want to see that. I want to see that.
I will play that clip for you.
I want to see that. I can't believe Penny saying that. I can't believe
X.
that. No, what we go see it.
X.
We go see it just now. We go see just now.
All right.
We'll see
We
just
what?
now.
We 6. All right. We are 9:30, but we had to take our break, right?
Yeah.
All right. We had to take our break. Anything you want to tell the people when we come back? When we come back, what we coming back with?
Mind your business, people. Mind your business.
It was a nice Monday morning, man.
Yeah, but you have to mind your business because there's a very serious game going on right now. You know. A very serious game going on right now.
Mind your business,
and,
but
and I'm seriously not considering to go in the house, boy. I ain't feel like about that, boy. I ain't feel like about that.
I wanted to know what you want that therapy for.
Nah, boy. When I really sit down and I watch it, it ain't really worth it.
Why would you do that? Why would you want that for yourself, X? This is confusing to me.
I got a food appointment.
You know why it confuses me when you want to get to the house.
Yeah.
You want to go there to deal with them fellas when you could sit down right here, right?
Yeah.
Think about it. You could sit down right here and talk to Eric.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, oh gosh,
Yeah,
come on, man.
Who would want to give up that enchanted opportunity?
But of course,
to get to talk to Eric and Barter.
this is chalk and cheese, and have fun with it. You go inside and it'll stress out yourself.
And I can draw 50-something thousand, but that's small thing.
Oh gosh, well go. If it's 50-something thousand, we'll go.
It's almost 60,000.
I don't think anybody will fight you on that.
Well, but I don't want to go there for the money. So
Exactly.
if I'm going there for the right reasons,
Then
best
don't
I
go.
best I ain't go.
Then don't go. Exactly. We take a little break. When we come back, we will get back into discussion about muted mics, pictures taken, one set of crosstalk, broadcasting committee, all kind of bacchanal. Only hold on. We come back after this.
Friday, 19 June. Late. The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Raw fitness for Father's Day. Buy any Digicel prepaid plan for a chance to qualify. Stay fit and connected with Digicel. Better connected with the bigger network. Digicel. All right, so as we get back into it, we're going to open the phone line, take a few calls. You heard about this plane that gone missing, right?
I saw it 3 times and I didn't read it 3 times.
Well, missing.
I don't want to read it.
An aircraft has gone missing, a private aircraft. It went missing. It disappeared from the radar logs, everything. And right now we have a search going on in the Caribbean for this missing aircraft. Do you think the Bermuda Triangle is real?
It's not wrong here.
No, but how the aircraft just go missing, right?
Well, the more we take it off and flying low.
For all that time?
Why not?
I know about that, you know.
Highway would you fly low and take off your radar?
Well, that is true.
Well,
It's a
not take
private.
off, but your transponder will still be responding. It will be low
Below the radar.
It wouldn't come off on the radar anybody in the airspace or anything like that.
All right, morning.
A blessed day to Mr. X and Mr. Stephan.
Yeah,
God
man.
blessing to you also.
Share your thoughts
You
on
see,
all the
sir?
noise.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Share your thoughts on the noise, man. Whatever noise
Yeah.
you want to talk about.
You see, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, from small, I grew up listening this race too. But you see, our Douglas brothers and sisters, there's a split double rule. And when they're playing double rule, 1 minute they want to eat out this part of them, and when they're treating them, they come back to, and then they move in both sides. I used to call them 24 hours. And you see, we, the people, don't we forget, the people in high places want we to fight to protect them. Share our blood on the ground. We not taking that.
All right,
and we, the
man.
grassroots people, must unite and be close to one another and be our brothers and sisters. And the people in high places, we must not take them on. We must put them in the place because we hire them.
All
Have
right,
a blessed and
all right.
wonderful day and go guide us.
No problem, man. No problem, man. No
What's
problem.
you believe he talking there and I seen he with a shield and a spear in his hand? Seriously.
Why you so?
No, I tell you just so until I see the man be back.
Why you
with,
so?
with
Why
a
you
shield
so?
and a spear in the next hand and a helmet.
Morning.
Bon dia, Mr. Stephan, and
Yeah,
bon
man,
dia,
right on.
X, my fellow Portugal brother. You know, this will be speaking in part of our native tongue this entire week when the soccer football god Cristiano Ronaldo takes the field. That's right.
CR7, boy,
Aye.
CR7.
Yeah, like 007. You will see football heaven. And sorry, bon dia, Mr. Stephan.
Yes, sir.
What were you saying again about which team? Which team you say?
No, I said the United States look extremely
Oh,
good. They looked well.
oh Lord, Black Jesus, he see the light. There's hope for him. Right. Hey, and he said, "Get out of here! Cut off that fella! Take him off the phone."
Oh,
Listen to
Lord
me.
have mercy,
It-
I
it-
tell
it-
you.
Listen to me.
It
I
doesn't
tell
find-
you,
it
in the world of cricket, in the world of football or soccer, whatever term you want to use,
Football, brother, man.
right? But okay. Football, right?
Our ass out in foreign. You know, radio station to call out in foreign.
None.
Oh God, I follow your instructions. I wash down my tree train. Or go where you want again. Oh God, you see, you think we do have 10 days here too or what? Anyway, no. That's
Yeah, go
But
ahead.
honestly, the guys, listen to me, and I take this to the bank, right? Portugal will be in the final, and USA, take what I'm telling you. Okay?
All right, well, we'll see.
England
We'll
will
see.
win our final too.
All right, man.
All right, my brother,
Yeah,
take it
we'll
easy.
see. We will
Right.
see. We will see. We will
Most
see.
likely
Both-
England will be
I
in
don't
our
think
final.
I ain't seen America going on in quite on into the final. That is hope. That's
Yeah,
a real grasp for. That's a
Wishful
desperate
thinking.
attempt. Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, wishful, very wishful. Morning. Yada got genie in a
Morning,
bottle.
how are you going?
Yeah, we cool, man. Go
Good day,
ahead.
good day.
I realize a lot of P&M supporters is drawn to about the statement he made, but they're not saying nothing. And the ones who supporting him and saying, but he ain't lie. Let me play devil advocate for a moment.
Sure.
When people in the society say the Afro-Trinbagonians is the ones who committing majority of the crime, why we does get offended then? If all you say he's talking the truth. When you watch all these numbers you're calling down the east-west corridor. And it's who fighting against people. It's same Afro fighting against Afro. Look at Belmont. Belmont, 2 streets in Belmont. Bella Road and St. Francis Valley Road. 1 is 6, 1 is 7. And if you know those areas, those streets close to one another. That's from like Frederick Street going with Charlotte Street. That is insane. And it's not the East Indian they're going with, you know.
At that time, half of St. Francis Valley Road was Rasta City at one time. And they went and painted white and changed it to Muslim and all kind of mad thing. So
Correct.
it is what it is.
Correct. And a question I want to ask Eric and Barataria. The next triple or quadruple murder going to have in Trinidad, where going to happen? A, Tobago, B, South, C, East-West Corridor, or D, Central? And that is my contribution for today.
All right, okay.
I don't
All
see
right.
it, Lord Father. I tell you. Hey, morning.
Stephan and Mr X, good morning.
Morning, my
Morning.
dear. Morning.
How are you guys?
We're
All
just
good?
fine.
Could be
Right,
better.
the World Cup is here.
That's
So let me
right.
tell you all this. Kareem Marcel, his contribution on that podium that day, not only was he sounded racist, he also was very disrespectful to the Prime Minister. The way he spoke and the way how he actually acknowledged the Prime Minister, it was in a disrespectful way. Let me tell you something, young man, if you listen to this program. You have no respect for your elders, okay? Kamala Prasad Bisatsa could be your grandmother, could be your mother. You have no respect. And let me tell you something. The PNM took you to do their dirty work. But you know what? They took a baby to do their dirty work. Because I look at you as a big baby, right? You're very disrespectful. And that racist rant you came and do, you would not believe what you did there. It cannot reverse. Because there's people out here. You're not around. You're not on the ground. Because it seems like all of a sudden you change. You understand? Oh, you're for your people. Oh, you're for Lavon Hill. No. You're not for nobody. You for yourself. And getting back into power to help all yourself. That is all you're for. You're not for the people. So don't give me that. Because you're there long enough to see what your party has been doing to their own people. So don't come to give me that nonsense now. And you know what, Kareem Marcel? I really hope that you change that way about you, because at the end of the day, we are one country, one people, one nation, Trinidad and Tobago. Have a good day.
All right, well said. Yeah. I don't think that change coming.
Well, but I just wonder.
I said it in
Well,
the
I
clip. I
can't,
said it
I
in the
can't
clip.
say he
I said it in the clip.
pussy, right? Because I know he's been working
Well, let me see if I can
basically,
find
right?
it here. This-
But it's funny enough that he got in when they're not working. When they're not working. But, you know, what they really do for Law until all this love black people talk and what they really do for Lavantil area. What they really do.
What they do? You live in there? Nothing. Nothing there.
I remember the 4 projects that they had in Lavantil was the UNC. And they refused to open it up, you know. They opened up one 2 weeks before the election. You know?
Morning.
What's up?
Stephan and X.
Yeah, man.
My little pea son, Marcel, they calling him baby, but I ain't gonna call him baby. Remember the Tobago Sandy comment, the Calcutta ship?
Yeah, we remember all of that. The Calcutta ship.
Right.
Yeah.
But we gotta find out where is baby living now? Which constituency?
Not baby.
Not a UNC constituency?
Bebe is what you're trying to say. Not
Bebe, not baby.
Baby is.
Yeah, well, I said not baby. I said Bebe. Yes, I don't want to say. I said not calling him that.
No, I'm saying that baby is Spanish for baby. So you don't use that term. So you use Bebe.
I know that Bambino.
No. Bebe.
And Bambina.
Let me forget that. Go ahead.
Forget that. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is living in a UNC constituency. He moved out from there. I go and have a nice morning.
All right, man. Don't see. Look at here. That's all. Listen for it now. Just now. Listen to it now. Listen to Penny. Hold on. Listen to Penny when they ask her, right? I just get it from your news clip here.
Listen, let me just make it clear. We celebrate 70 years as a party this year. We have always stood for interracial solidarity, and that has always been the mantra of the People's National Movement. I spoke with him before, and I knew he was going to. I mean, I have not heard exactly what it is he has said. Further defending his comments.
She actually said that.
She's serious.
I spoke to him earlier, and I really haven't heard exactly what he said. How you could not hear it? They said she was sitting on the front row.
Yeah, but she congratulated my ear.
Yes, but she had on headphones or something. I don't know. She was listening to music while he was talking. How she could not hear?
Well, she
exactly what he said.
Well, she ain't gonna be the leader of PNM for long anyhow, so it doesn't
Morning.
matter.
Morning, fellas. That is a poor excuse, Penny make because you can't tell me, right? You having a meeting, right? You hire speakers, you must know who your speakers. You will know what they're going and talk about and things, right? And if you see where he going and say that then, right? And you sanction it then. Always when you know it is him.
She spoke to him before. She knew he was going to say, and then she said, "Look, I didn't hear exactly what he said. What exactly did he say?"
No, even if you know what he show off and he say what he said and thing, then you're supposed to at least then give him some sign or show something to say, "Well, nah, boy, change your composition or what the case is and thing." Then you was right. You can't say you. And even like we say, if Stick was in here at that time or he wasn't here, it was in a dreaming or what the case may be, it's all over social media then. So you can't say, you can't fool nobody with that. But what I want to ask you, man, is are there any countries in this whole that have laws concerning this issue we have in this country?
Laws for what?
It was worse off in Guyana.
With this law about race and
No.
Right.
Parliamentary
I say, well, if after all these years, then Hassan, people don't want to at least then. Only when that only happens in politics. When they watch on wrong, the Africans and the Indians, we mixing. Look, I that Douglas. My mother is African. My father mixed. My wife is Indian. You understand? I mix. I love my roti. So I find well, it's only in the politics. And when you look at it across the board, the people play the race card when they get cornered. Remember, although they win in all the constituencies, so that they lose votes. So they back against the wall.
All right, no sin. Yeah, man.
Listening.
I hear you. Yeah. Look, for me, he heard the damage control he did, right? Wait now. He tried to say he wasn't talking about an ethnic group, he was talking about UNC. But hold on.
But you go fall on your own sword. That's me.
Well, you go fall on your own sword, but historically, right? Kareem, maybe you need to go back and check 1970. Right? Go back and check 1970. See who was in power then. Right? When black people was being victimized. Right? And couldn't get certain work and all kind of thing. Go back and check and see who was in power then. Go back and check and see who McCandle Daga and them had to rise up against. Right? When the AG talk about the 1%, go back and check the history.
Why I want nice football match to bring people
and just exactly
stupid talk, yes?
No, but just ask yourself. There's a group in the country that has been enriched with all the wealth in the land.
Well,
Who get them that?
Anil get a nice
Hello.
Yeah,
Very
man.
good program. Very good program, Mr. Rez and your co-host. 2 points I want to make. One, it seems like if P&M abandon the red jersey, are observing every time they have meetings or anything, they tell everybody to wear white. But that's I observe that, every time they wear white, they want white. Yeah. And the next point, you see that young boy, that young one named Marcel, the people are laughing. He grew up in a P&M house, and Mr. You should know that too. His mother, I think his mother name is Shoma Wilson or something. So, yeah, them is P&M. And then I'm saying, I think one of the callers articulate that, right? The opposition leader, right? She's shameless because she will not condemn something like you have a certain East Indian in your party, and you have one of them is have a kind of a thing or some symbolic of some religious thing, and the singing and singing and how was this East Indian in the PNM feeling? I really want to ask one of them that for you. How are they feeling in this kind of racial thing? Being said by the PNM. It's very disturbing.
No problem, man. No problem. X is very agitated this morning because remember he had high hopes, eh? But nevertheless, I just wanna throw another thing in the mix here because we're coming up to the 10 o'clock news. You saw the robbery of the rideshare driver, well, the attempted robbery.
Right. Let me talk something else. Right. Good.
Let me put our race thing to rest. We know you're nonsense.
Okay, since the 8 years that we've been, they have been in power, running ride sharing. We have had some serious incidents over the past couple of years, right? And it's about let me say about 3%. About 3% of the incidents that happen. You know when you get an easy target, a soft target, you're gonna try to manage it as best as you can. I think that is what's going on across the board. We will always have robberies of some kind, but it is not in any grand way that is happening. It's happening in one or two pockets and things.
But I know it's talking about the robbery. I talking about the way the driver reacted.
Well,
because he bounced on one of the men.
Well, yeah. Well, all kind of thing. I have incidents with driver and thing gets tap up and all kind of thing with bottle and all kind of mad thing. Yeah. Real mad thing going on.
No, but listen, that would have been a terrifying experience to anybody, eh? Yeah. Because the hole he went in is Wharton Street.
Nah, he up on the bypass on the side road.
You sure it's not Wharton Street?
Well, it's on Wharton Street. I don't know my street, but that's where I live actually.
What?
Yeah, I live right on Wharton Street.
That's your neighbors?
Yes, I live.
No, man.
I live in Ryden.
No, X.
Yes,
that is your neighborhood that happening.
I live on Wharton
Street.
No,
man.
Well, I'm telling you. I live on Wharton
Street. You live among the bandits, boy.
About 4 people sent it to me, actually, as a matter of fact.
What is going on?
Well, how about me real quiet? I don't understand what's going on there.
Well, the girl set him up. One of the passengers had to set him up.
Well, they were able to find out who is the girl and wherever, so they'll be looking for her, basically.
Because she said she had to make a stop there before.
Right, well, they had to work it back. They just had to go in the station and do what they had to do.
But the brother could drive, because I didn't think he hit no car, in that narrow lane there, boy, with cars park up on the side there. I didn't see like he hit no vehicle,
Right.
The man avoid every other vehicle we park up there,
But they bounced down, a man went in the hospital and get caught.
Yeah. The man will get bounced on. Yeah, he went in the hospital and they catch him.
And he get caught.
Big stupid man. All they want to rob. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Stephan and Mr X.
Morning.
Yes, I hear the caller say they changed from red to white. But you must remember when people there, the undertakers is going white,
no problem.
If you know this just disturbing me, eh?
Well, listen, it is what it is, the man said.
I'm trying to hear that.
It's good that, it's good that the country is talking about it because
no.
At the end of the day, we cannot stay silent when it comes to matters like this. When people raise these things, especially when people who hold in public office, it should be spoken. We cannot mend our fences, our ethnic fences, if we do have communication. You understand? I taking in everything, where everybody had to say, even the people that are supporting him, I'm trying to figure out,
I want
Morning.
to dismiss that so bad.
Hi, morning.
But, yeah. But morning. The people want to
Morning.
talk about what the people want to talk about.
I wouldn't bother with Carl Marcel, like he had gone
Right.
to Chitong,
Nice.
you know. But next thing, I used to go to class in Wharton Street. I have a man who was there, Mr. Guy. He is one nice man. And there was very
That's my
quiet. We used to walk
That's
down
my
and
neighbor
walk up
and
in the
also
night
my uncle.
to get here, get taxi to come home because I live in
Okay.
Longswinner here.
All
And
right.
the place was very quiet when people talk about Wharton Street. I was surprised to they say Wharton Street, but I said go to class time sometimes we leave 9 o'clock there and walking on there, nobody doing that.
Why not? Nobody
All right.
around there. And
Yeah,
at
it was
least right now,
quiet.
it was.
Yeah, but Curry Marcel here, like he have a frog tongue. Or somebody body tongue is swell up.
All right, darling,
I
no
wouldn't
problem.
bother with it. Okay,
problem,
bye.
no
Happy birthday, Stephan.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks a
When
lot.
your birthday?
My birthday's Thursday. Remember I tell you I had to leave early Thursday? Yeah. Minister should have hold the thing Thursday. All I remember, we have the finance minister. He will be speaking at 10:30, and we have the media review and his presentation. We're going live to that at 10:30 a.m. this morning. Hello, good morning. But we have the naughty corner coming up after the 10 o'clock news. So look at you all the licks. I don't see who get any licks. Yeah, what's up? Morning.
Good morning, Uncle X and Uncle Stephan and Trinidad and Tobago. In Jesus' name, let's pray for our country. And
Yeah, man.
I would like to say good morning to the most honorable Finance Minister, the Virgin Tanku, in his media review, that he's going to bring goodies in a way that he will be stabilizing this economy and showing the people the way forward in a financial fiscal package to finish the year and deliver goods and services. And all the naysayers like Karim and them who know the lost power and lost touch with the people, that our finance minister is showing them what delivery and our way of life is about, and what true politics and delivery to the people. In unity, we will do our economic prosperity to unite this country forward after the PNM 10 years and mashing it up. We have 1 minute to go to the break, and thank you, fellas, after the naughty corner.
All right, cool. No scene. Well, the man kong da dong and the man checking the time too, boy. The man say we have 1 minute to go to the break. Thank you, fellas. All right, nice one. So, we got the news coming up at 10 o'clock. And I see movements, man. What's going on? Everything cool? Yeah, man. When they come in here, you know what I mean? They invade the studio, you know. Real movement on the outside too, boy. People moving in and out. Yeah, man. So we got the 10 o'clock news coming up. And after the 10 o'clock news, of course, you get the naughty corner. That's your segment to share your licks. All right, as however you feel to share it, we're not going to interject in that. I don't know that a long time, I'm to you. All late on the scene, man. Yeah, don't frighten. So we're gonna get to that, and then at 10:30 we got the play draw. After the play draw, we go to the Parliament.
Well, I guess so.
I don't think people expecting goodies. I don't think this is where you get the goodies. It's just where they go and request more money. Not so?
Well, we'll see.
I don't think
we'll get to see.
I don't think.
No,
you know-
it's a media review. So now is your
Uh-huh.
is your second appropriation bill, which means a budget.
Right.
The extension of the budget to pay all the things that you have negotiated over the period of time, that 8 months or whatever it was before.
Yeah.
Up to now, and then you go forward. So we know that the commenter asked for $2 billion extra
2.93
to pay back to pay off some people, which is a good thing. The country don't have money, but we're going to find it, you know, to do certain things. And I think 1 or 2 projects may be intimated via this budget. So let's hear where he goes from here. But I like the initial how to put it, boy, the initial way in how we dispense what's going on. This is the first year of governance, and this is the year where all the hardships will take place. After that, it's supposed to be niceness of some kind. So I am patiently awaiting to see what the government is going to come up with, because nowhere is being let go money. Nowhere. All you have to put it in perspective, nowhere is being given money. Nowhere in the East-West corridor, nowhere in the West, and in the southern part of Trinidad. We had some schools We had some contractors get the schools and them. We had a couple other issues that was given out by the government.
What going on with the
but,
OPR?
But have no, I don't know. Right now the OPR they're stuck. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what is they're doing, but we'll have to wait on the process as with everything else. However, we have a lot of things that are not. We have no squandermania. Let's put it that way right now. We are lining up for that area of expenditure that is going to bring some kind of prosperity and some kind of goodness to Trinidad and Tobago. We don't know what form that would take, because the government is pretty clandestine with
very tight-lipped.
Very clandestine.
But I think everything will be given. Yeah.
But nowhere is getting money.
It have not. Yeah, nobody.
They have jobs. They have little cleaning work.
They keep any lights on.
They keep the lights on, right? Across the country. So it's not as if one part of the country getting money and another part ain't getting no money. Nowhere
if you look
in East West Corridor is getting any kind of jobs and money and whatever. But there are jobs, so those who can take care of it, or they go and apply. I saw the office of the anyhow. But before we go to that, I want to say to my good friend Sheldon CPU. He died yesterday, I think it was. A really good friend. I've known him over my batch anniversary is 30 years this month, right? So we're 30 years in the service,
right?
And I've known him since then to now,
right?
And I've known him in many different iterations, because he's a real innovator. He's a man always trying, and he loves sports too. So he's been doing his thing, but so far, unfortunately, he has passed. So to all the members who know Sheldon CPU are a real good soul there. A real good waste of life, but it is what it is.
All right, we gotta get to the news. We're gonna come back with the naughty corner after this. Don't go anywhere.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Mahalia Joseph Horton, and this is your TTT News Update. The nation's fiscal outlook.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
It's spicy this morning. No original, only spicy. All right, people, so it is the Naughty Corner, and this is, of course, the segment where anybody who has, ruffled your feathers the wrong way, you have the opportunity to call in and share your licks, man. We want to give the man who thieved the 2 buckets of chicken.
Yeah.
The man...
I'm running alongside the car. With the man bucket of chicken, yes.
A man thieved 2 buckets of chicken and the delivery driver chasing him. Morning!
Good morning, gentlemen.
Welcome!
I want to give Rory some blows. Because Anna Robertson was making his contribution. He got up 12 or 13 times.
Yeah, I saw that.
But that man was 16. But Anna is a real boss. But you think that man has facts and he's talking that can't answer him back. So
They ain't ready for him.
They're ready for him, but he will good. And John Jeremy, I'm glad that he clarified all the situation with what he meant and what he said about the 1%.
All right.
It was an excellent thing in Parliament this weekend.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah. You didn't see that exchange?
We done.
When Anil was reading Anil was contributing to the Senate and Al Rawi keep cutting, keep rising.
Yeah.
And Anil tell him, I know the mascara running.
Wait, you see the one with Philip? With Philip too?
Yeah, Philip said that's
Syrian
when he was Indian.
Morning. Yeah. The Rip walking good, right?
Yeah, the Rip walking good. Go ahead, man.
Right. Now, I want to give the PNM supporters who was there at that meeting and clapping at me. What I said, when a man make, I want to give myself for making it too. And lips swell up some more.
All right.
And Penny, and don't forget Penny was saying she didn't need the anti-war. How do you do that?
Playing smart with foolishness, right, man? 6224911. Hello, good morning. Who's in the Naughty Corner this morning?
Morning, guys. I want to put now, I'm not a Brazil fan, but put Brazil in the Naughty Corner. Getting the tails a bit a lower graded team. And also, the referees and them for being too involved in the play. Look how much time the referees stopping the ball and bouncing on players and all kind of stuff.
Yeah. I hear you with that. Yeah, man. I want to get Germany something too, you know. The German team, all they play Curacao, but like, Curacao colors is blue and yellow, right? X?
Yeah.
Right, but like, they thought they see, like Germany thought they see Brazil now. Because they hit them 7. They hit Curacao 7. Like, they thought they see, remember, Germany had beat Brazil in a semi-final 7-1, you know. Yeah, they hit Curacao 7-1 same way. But it's like they see that blue and yellow and like, I don't know, boy.
But they come back with a very
Yeah, boy. Maintain our order, this Germany. All they calm down. Don't be beating people so bad. Morning. Especially with CONCACAF teams. Yeah, morning.
Morning. Let me give Scotland something now for the public utilities. And Minister another guy is touching up on all too many man moving too slow with these things. Childhood care and all kind of thing, man.
All right. No problem, yeah, man. But yeah, we forget Keith Scotland, you know.
Mom them.
You didn't see the clip of them during the break?
Yeah, when he
Rush in!
Yeah.
Rush in!
Yeah.
Why Scotland? Look now! Rush in what? That your behavior, rush in? I go deal with you. I go deal with you tonight. Or some kind of nonsense like that. Where did come from with that, boy?
They're going like the Sri Lankan parliament and think just jumping over a bench and coughing on people and all kind of mad thing.
I'm telling you, boy, you see something be wrong with them, boy? What kind of behavior is that? Come on, man. Better than that. Morning. Who's in the Naughty Corner?
Morning, Stephan and X.
Why during this segment?
As we talking football, I want the whole of Trinidad football team to put into the Naughty Corner.
Yes!
They get 3-0, but they want a $200 per diem instead of $100. If we had get them 200, we'd have beat Russia, are gone.
All right. Nah, but I'd put the TTFA in the Naughty Corner, That catastrophe that took place in Trinidad, we went, our Trinidad and Tobago football team went to play Russia a friendly. Because we can't play nothing else, right? So we played friendly. And they had a whole situation when they came back. They had delays, a 10-hour delay at the airport. they complained about the podium. They said they were supposed to get 200 US, they got 100.
Right.
It was a mess. And while that was going on, the TTFA president, what's his name again, boy? Is Kieran Williams or something, so?
Kieran, yeah, Bo,
I think so.
Let's call him Bo.
Right. He was in Mexico watching football.
Yeah.
Watching World Cup.
When what happened?
That happened over the weekend here.
When what happened?
TTFA had a maintain order, eh?
TTFA had a what? Had to maintain?
They had a maintain order, man, going in naughty corner.
What they do?
They let on the team, man. They had the team going through all kind of drama to come back home. And while the team struggling on a 10-hour delay.
But he not minding the business.
And they only get him $100 per diem. What's $100?
Yeah, he just failed everything.
But better they didn't go and play Russia. If you understand where I'm coming from now.
Yep.
Better they didn't go no way. Yeah, let me go. I think I have it here. Yeah, right, nice. We take this one here. Morning, who's in the naughty corner this morning? I have the article here, man. With the football team.
Yeah, put the speaker in the naughty corner because the speaker don't like
Yeah. Jack Dale Singh. I find he gained too much rope. Morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning. Who's in the naughty corner?
Mr. Stephan, I want to give you 2 clouds. Leave
All
my
right.
Germany alone.
All right. No problem. But they're behaving too bad. They're beating up. They're going to beat up Curacao so bad.
Yeah,
Oh
boy.
gosh, boy.
Yeah, that's how they were.
But here a better Curacao than Trinidad. Eh? You could imagine we had qualified and we get Germany. Lord Father, the kind of pain we'd be feeling this morning, boy. We'd like about 12, you know.
It would have been too early. Haiti and all 2 player alright game too.
But
there wasn't.
Haiti only went down 1-0.
Yeah, there wasn't that bad at all.
Well, Scotland, I mean, it's Scotland they played. Yeah. Scotland is not Germany, but nevertheless. Yeah, who's in the naughty corner this morning?
Yeah, morning. I'll give you my explanation. 2 points.
Yes.
The government step forward.
Why?
Them had to get some lash. Reason being is that the amount of thing I seen going on, BP signing this thing with Venezuela, Shell, these Western companies now, it have a program where Alexander and all of them start with Bravo and them going into the school and talking to these youth.
Yes.
You understand me? We're not hearing about that on the media. Where is the information from the government to come out?
Yeah, I spoke about it this
you gotta
morning.
get some lash for that.
Yeah.
Right? And number 2, Paris Alwari and the Law Association.
The mascara!
You hear nothing from the Law Association yet. Yeah, that's right.
Beat them, get them licks. Mascara man, boy. Mascara man only getting up to interrupt panel, boy. And it's, I can't take that.
I like Philip response to Alwari though.
Yeah, boy. I was a Syrian when you was an Indian. Morning. Great eyeliner. Morning.
Stephan and Mr. X. I am Trump 2.0.
2.0
Original
Trump.
Lego Beast. Not the one also known as Trini Trump. Breaking news. Guy known as Wall Street on Tuesday, 2nd May, has been exposed. A woke, liberal, Democrat Party hack. He's trying to indoctrinate Trinidad young minds and the UNC.
Hola, Bacanal.
Wait, this going on.
Hola, Bacanal.
Wait, this going
on. Man, kill me softly. Man, kill me softly.
Wait, this really going on. What you... Hey, 6224911. We're inside the naughty corner. I'll probably take about 2 more because I want to mention this thing with Bravo, right? And then we have remember 10:30 we have the live broadcast. So we might cut it. We look to cut it a little short, but you know who we had to put to, boy? But the missing plane, boy. But with that plane gone, boy.
I tell you, the plane, boy, you flying
No,
low to avoid radar.
man.
If the plane flying too low, it wouldn't pick up on radar. You know?
We had to put the bandits too. The bandits who tried to rob the rideshare driver.
Yeah,
you see all them making it bad?
Yeah.
On
A man trying to make it dollar.
on X Street, you know? On the street that X you living on that street?
Well, living close to that street.
Living close to that street. X, you ain't supposed to have people doing them thing on your street, you know. Morning. Who's in the naughty corner?
Yeah, we know about that.
Morning.
Yes.
Now, I'm bringing across this point to save plenty marriages in Trinidad and Tobago and throughout the world, right?
Yeah.
You see, the person who brought the Marriage Legislation Act, I want to put them in the naughty corner.
Why?
Because I want them to include now in the new revised Marriage Act to include
mute your mic. So that in every marriage, it must have mute your mic clause. Marriage. As soon as they come home and they start to nag, mute your mic and you have no problem again. So we want our legislation passed. So the man who invented it, right? All right, fellas, take care.
Mute your mic. Mute your mic.
Mute your mic legislation for marriage.
I'm telling you, boy. Hey.
Could do that
All
for
right.
them, one of them. We can mute the mic.
We go hold up there because we just have Adam mentioned this thing, right? So that's it for the naughty corner this morning, right? We went about 22 minutes. I only had enough. All right, so bravo. I don't know if you caught that X over the weekend. There was a report. TTT ran it, you know.
Yeah.
Right. So Roger Alexander has launched a youth intervention, education, and youth intervention.
Shabadi wasn't there too?
Shabadi was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shabs was there too.
Yeah.
We should call him, you know. What we have?
I'm supposed to go any program.
We are 8
Wednesday, I
minutes.
think.
We are 8
in
minutes.
Orlando.
Just now, let me call Shabs. Let me call Shabs. Just now, let me don't do the things light. We have access to him. We have access to Officer Shabadi. We not access to Dwayne Bravo, but we have access to. At least we could get. Yeah, we not. Yo, guess that boy, Shabadi, that whole country know. We don't need Dwayne Bravo. We don't need Dwayne Bravo for this. We'll call Shabadi. No, but it's an excellent program that has been started by the TTPS. Well, under the Homeland Security Ministry, of course.
All right.
They're going to all. They're going to the schools.
Sorry, your call did not.
They're going to schools, right? Yeah, they're going to schools, and they are, well, it's an intervention program for the youths and from the school level, right? It's ringing. It is ringing. We have about 6 minutes to play with. So after the play, we're going to the once they're ready to go. Once the minister is ready. All right. Morning, Officer Shabadi.
Morning, Shabs.
Hey, seniors. What's up, my brother?
We are just fine, man. Here what happened? We stop a whole naughty corner just for you, eh? Right?
So points noted, right?
Right?
Right.
I hope all the fellas in my I ain't got cocktails, so
No.
Okay.
You can't get no licks at all. You can't get no licks at all.
Your Fridays today. Your Fridays today.
That's right. Just real quick here, because we got about 5 minutes.
Yes.
Or maybe a little less before playway. The Homeland Security Minister launched, he put together a team and he launched a youth intervention, education and something program. I saw you in the news clip and you were talking to the youths and that kind of thing. You all went to Arangwes North Secondary.
Yes.
Right? Tell us about that program real quickly, if you could do it in 4 minutes.
Yes, so, well, it is a psychosocial team. There are several persons on board, so it is not a police initiative, but is a collaboration of criminologists, psychologists, the prison service, the anti-gang unit, national PTA. Several stakeholders come together to address the question of young people and their thinking. We feel that we can't arrest everybody, we can't shoot our way out of crime, and therefore if we could challenge young people in terms of their thoughts very early, then they know that they are beautiful, they know they have their potential, they're talented, God has given them a gift. If we start very early, then we know fully well that we will arrest the question of any kind of recruitment with the gangs and some of the elements that seeking to ensure young people become non-productive members of society. So the Ministry of Education has endorsed it. It is the brainchild of the Homeland Security, Mr. Alexander, and I want to personally applaud him. It is the first time in the history of my 30-something years batch that is unheard of that the Ministry of National Security / Homeland has done a preventative initiative. It is more proactive, it's more outfitting policemen with
Wait, hold on. You said it's the first time?
In the history of my 33 years that the Ministry of National Security, Homeland, they are more interested in outfitting police with vests, working with the prisons, but Mr. Alexander has personally set up this particular organization through
Right.
Sergeant Ali to look into schools, work with parents, empower community, and by extension help out organizations, because I feel it has to be a collective effort, and it must be applauded.
Okay. All right, great, man. I didn't know that. All right, cool.
Yeah,
I thought there were other programs like this.
Bravo came and did justice. The man came and talked to the young people. He was a
Yeah.
past student of the Aranguez, and he did
Right.
justice. I mean, want people like you and X to come on board.
Nah,
and
don't
talk
carry
to the
X.
young people.
X from Wharton Street and it's a bandit and thing trying to rob right drivers and thing there. I think you should carry X there. X will tell you and them about this thing.
Is it just like a label?
I just don't know about it.
Is it just like a
Well,
label?
after he chose that football team this morning.
Oh gosh! The man
chose
chose a team that get licks forward, and so they play real good,
well, probably seen something down the horizon that they might win if the Valencia. I don't know. Probably seen something.
They might win the golden boot or something.
Thank you.
Hey, but Shabs, I want to thank you for everything that you've done for youths, and I mean, we need to let people know that this program is going on.
Yes.
I know the Homeland Security Minister is coming for a lot of knocks from time to time. People have their own opinion of him, but I think he's doing, I mean, as good a job as he can right now with the resources that he has.
Yeah.
If I mean, certain things start to flow, it'd be very interesting to see the next level that he might take it to. But I think he has some pretty good initiatives in there, and I think the fact that he's implemented a youth-focused initiative, which is coming from the Homeland Security Ministry.
Yes.
I think that's a big one, man, and it's involving
Stephan and X.
Uh-huh.
When we invest in our nation youth, we invest in the future. We one day have to pass on the baton, brother. And the baton must be passed on with the knowing that the young people would run a good race. And this is not for a second or two there.
Right.
But this is for those who enjoy it to the end. And your program must be commended because some people have a narrative. They have, they have an agenda. And I want to appreciate both of you very much for showcasing the good work that our country is doing and all is in law. So I want to salute both of you. And X, brother.
Yes, sir.
We go think on our football team there and we organize something before you. Don't worry, all is in law.
I don't know football, man. So I don't know that more football.
Well, we realize that is more than ever.
Or basketball.
Well, Shams, thanks a lot, man.
No, blessings and love in the house.
All right,
Yeah,
man,
man.
cool.
Yeah, man.
We got to get to the play with draw. It's coming up now in just about 60 seconds. All right, thanks to Officer Shabadi there. Yes, there's a terrific initiative there. That program launched by Minister Roger Alexander, going into the schools, having Dwayne Bravo go into the school that he went to. I would imagine they're going to be using people like Karen Pollard, Nicholas Puran, and some of the other sport
Sunil
ambassadors that
Narayan.
they have. Sunil Narayan, maybe some of the entertainers as well, and get them going into the schools and talking to the youths directly. They're trying to pick their mind, so it's a whole team. So it's not just the star power of the celebrities. It is also the psychologists. It is also the criminologists. It is also people like that they have brought on board to interact with the young people.
Yep.
So I mean, it's that's a positive step, or a step in a positive direction. All right. Sweet 100 of a star-studded cast, but watching it there, Is Nicholas, is Adrian Dunmora, is
Dr. Hyde.
I see Dr. Hyde, I see Chaotic, I see oh gosh.
That big team over there.
We boy here, Mark Anthony, I see
Yeah,
what?
that big team.
But don't make joke, it's an all-star team.
Yeah, that all-star
Papa,
team.
you don't make joke, boy. What going on over there?
All right.
And advertise for Christmas party there, boy.
And Christmas started in July on the 1st.
Yes,
of
July. Oh yes, Christmas in July.
Yeah,
That coming
the
up. That
first-
gonna be a
the
big
first
one.
one,
On Sweet 100. Yeah, that gonna be a big one. A final location for my Christmas party. I go in Lions.
Green Lions
I
is
went
that?
on my Lions and I take a look at it. Yeah.
It much bigger.
They're telling me could hold less people than center.
Less people than center.
Them telling me I'd feel the man in on the sandy floor space we have. But the kind of things I could do there in terms of decor and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that nice.
I can't go back and sanctuary. Sorry. I'm moving it from there. But we had to move and bounce around and see, how things go.
Yeah. Give me one in the West.
But they're gonna, so Lions, we're looking at the 28th of November. And for all of you calling and say all the nice old school vibes and thing, is Parang, is Fet, and is old school.
Yeah.
So we get a little taste of everything because we're going into the Christmas. So you must get your parang. You will get the old school vibes as well, and you're getting your fet vibes as well. I only know the entertainment looking like too. We're going to start booking the entertainment soon. All right, so Lions. We're in Lions for the Breaking Dawn end of year jam. I changed it from Christmas party.
Right.
The end of year jam. So the Breaking Dawn end of year jam.
Yeah, kind of spread it out. Yeah. So
yeah, so people in lock into
direct.
Is a Christmas thing. Yeah.
Direct into Christmas.
You know, so but I'll get more information on that as we go along, right? And you'll hear about it all over. I'd talk to Mikey, boy. I get a best price. I mean, I'd have a 3 station I'd advertise on, you know, God. You'll kill me.
Give.
By the time I done there, I have money for myself. Lord have mercy, boy. They had to give something back, you know.
Yeah,
do you play with draw later, what?
It looking so.
Oh, do you play with draw then? Which unless they're doing a delayed?
Nah.
No?
Nah, not play with draw.
But play with us run on time. That's why I'm watching you to see when they go to the play with draw, but they ain't going to anything. Well, I know the ministers, this thing's supposed to start 10:30. So I don't know if they recorded it and they're going to play it at a later time.
Recorded well?
The play with draw. Sometimes they do that, you know.
I know that.
You know that?
Yeah, I know that.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We have some commitments here that we could probably fit in. X. Paraguay.
My side is Portugal, buddy. My side is Portugal.
But we ain't see the Portuguese play.
But I come back at Argentina.
But
because they're too damn racist. I saying it plain. They're too damn racist.
Don't tell Trinidad Argentinian fans that, you know, they want you know.
That's the only reason I don't back them, you know. Because they're too damn racist.
Oh gosh, pressure, boy.
What a black man in sight. For
you,
miles.
Yeah, but you know I can understand.
So how I can support them?
You know I can understand?
Yeah.
When the players migrate and go out to these other leagues, they play with black people. Not so?
Well, yeah.
So, and I mean, they interact with black people, you know what I mean? So, I don't understand, you know what I mean?
They interact with black people.
Well,
too.
Oh God, pressure. So look, let me take a little break here. Let me just pay out. Let me just fulfill these commitments. And once these have been fulfilled, when we come back, hopefully the Minister of Finance is on, and we will get that media review broadcast going because they have not begun yet. But let me just take this opportunity to get these commitments out of the way. Don't go anywhere. Remember, 91.1 Talk City off the record, and the media review is coming up next.
Years this October, Tobago Carnival is calling. Tobago Carnival is calling. The Tobago House of Assembly presents The Awakening. Relive the launch of Tobago Carnival, Saturday, June 20th at 8:35 p.m. Watch
the excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR, victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT, live online, starting June 11th.
And stream live on Facebook and YouTube. Experience the excitement.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkan. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
On TTT, Tobago, national media partner for Tobago Carnival 2026.
Tune in to the Holy Trinity Cathedral program on Talk City 91.1 FM every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Mark your calendar to break to stay connected with the spiritual reflections, uplifting messages, and community updates. Here with us on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device. At TNT Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
I conserving energy, I switch your LED, at the stun of the AC, and I'm saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where
The
Trinidad and
excitement of
Tobago
world
come
football
for
ignites
sports.
with the final VAR victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball.
From 6 to 9
The
a.m.
final
for
VAR
real talk,
live
real
on
analysis,
Thursdays
and real
from 8:30 p.m.
on the
on
stories
TTT
shaping
and
our nation.
TTT live online
Current affairs and
starting
voices from
June
the
11.
ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day.
And we will be back when this is all over.
This debate will show that this was deliberate to facilitate borrowing from familiar and familial connections. We found evidence of misconduct in public office by senior government officials. This country was warned, Mr. Speaker, by the procurement regulator that $5 billion in 1 year, $5 billion in contracts were illegally given out by P&M government officials, as I said, in just 1 year, with no way of checking to see if ever any work was actually done. In typical P&M style, they offered the population temporary jobs in URP and CPEP, keeping them dependent, including their own supporters, while P&M bigwigs filled their pockets during the P&M decade of corruption. You will hear much more about that today during this debate, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, that is not prudent management. That is not country-first leadership. That is a system where the future of citizens was compromised and sacrificed for the personal financial gain of a few. Mr. Speaker, back then, opportunities for diversification was squandered.
Speaker, point of
difficult
order.
but necessary.
Minister of Finance. 48.1. This is nothing to do with the adoption of the report of the Finance Committee. This has nothing to do with it.
Overruled. The minister is merely laying the context. Overruled.
Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, I know it's
Minister of
here.
Finance.
Sorry.
Hang on. Diego Martin noticed. I'm hearing the muttering, okay? That makes it even worse. If you know I'm hearing the muttering, yes, you were. I don't intend to engage in any form of disputatious exchange with you this morning. So let's just stop that. It's overruled, and I'd appreciate if you accept the ruling, except for other things. Minister of Finance, continue.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I understand the desperation on the other side. So just eat up the time. That's all they're trying to do, eat up my time, so they would not hear what the state of the country is, because they don't care, they don't want to know. But the country does, and we are obligated to report to the country. Mr. Speaker, under the P&M, opportunities for diversification were squandered. Difficult but necessary reforms were avoided, and long-term national development was repeatedly sacrificed for short-term political expediency. While other nations positioned themselves for the future, Trinidad and Tobago under the P&M was too often trapped by inertia and lack of vision. The tragedy is not merely that progress was slowed. It was that our nation was denied opportunities that could have transformed lives, expanded prosperity, and strengthened our competitiveness. When a foundation has been neglected for decades, Mr. Speaker, it cannot be repaired with a fresh coat of paint. It must be rebuilt. That is the reality we inherited, and that is the responsibility that this government accepted. But let us be clear, Mr. Speaker. Acknowledging the failures of the past is not about engaging in blame for its own sake. It is about telling the truth. A nation cannot solve its problems if it refuses to confront its causes. Despite, Mr. Speaker, despite all of that, the P&M continues to mislead. Understanding the depth of the damage left behind is essential to appreciating the scale of transformation now underway. I am therefore proud to say that in just 1 year, we have begun reversing decade of decline. We have taken decisive steps to restore confidence, revive economic activity, strengthen governance, and create pathways to sustainable employment and opportunity. We are laying the foundations for an economy built on productivity, innovation, and resilience, not dependency, stagnation, and drift as under the PNM. The people of Trinidad and Tobago did not vote for management of decline. They voted for renewal. They voted for competent leadership. And they voted for a government prepared to do the difficult work of rebuilding a nation that had been held back for far too long. And in this effort, Mr. Speaker, we are guided by the steady, experienced, and courageous leadership of our Prime Minister, Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissess, as a senior counsel. We are not governing for anyone else's benefit except for those, the people, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. We choose not to leave our citizens exposed. Unlike the majority of countries in the world, including gas-rich Guyana, we did not raise the price of gas on the people when prices skyrocketed worldwide. We did not ask families to carry more pain at the pump. In the budget, we reduced the price of super gasoline by $1, and we have kept pace. We have kept that relief in place. And that is the difference, Mr. Speaker. The definition of PNM is that promises never materialize, because for the PNM, the people never matter. We promised relief, and we delivered relief. We promised to protect the people, and even when the world became uncertain, we did not abandon the people of Trinidad and Tobago, because when a government cares about people, it does not expose them. It does not govern by exposing them. It governs by protecting them, by standing with them and making sure that progress reaches the lives, not just the pages of a report. Mr. Speaker, whether we like it or not, external forces shape our economic prospects, influence our investment climate, affect the cost of living, and directly affect the livelihoods, opportunities, and future prospects of every citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. But, Mr. Speaker, governments are not judged by whether storms come. Storms will always come. The real test is how a government responds when these storms come. Does it leave its citizens exposed to the full force of the wind and the rain, or does it stand as a shield between the people and the storm, protecting them from the worst of the effects? That is the difference between observing a crisis and leading through one. That is the duty of government, and that is the duty that this government has done. Mr. Speaker, we all also must understand the moment we are in. There's opportunity in this global environment, but there's also risk. Higher energy prices may bring more revenue and more foreign exchange, but they can also bring higher fuel import costs, higher transport costs, higher production costs, and pressure on food prices. So we cannot govern this country by celebrating every rise in energy prices as though it solves everything. Trinidad and Tobago has lived that mistake before. That is why the decision to shut down Petrotrin remains one of the most damaging decisions taken by those on the other side. They closed a strategic national asset, compromised our energy security, and left this country more dependent on imported refined fuel at a point in time when the world is becoming more and more uncertain. That is the legacy of the PNM. They are willing to shut down an entire industry to protect the interests of fellow members of what a PNM leader described as the PNM mafia, like the Cosa Nostra. That is the danger of governing for a headline, not for the future. When prices were high, they claimed success. When prices were low, they blamed the world. But through it all, they failed to build the resilience this country needed. They failed to diversify. They failed to modernize. They failed to strengthen the institutions that protect the economy. This government understands that development must be holistic. We cannot speak about energy without speaking about foreign exchange. We cannot speak about foreign exchange without speaking about business. We cannot speak about business without speaking about jobs. We cannot speak about jobs without speaking about families. And we cannot speak about families without speaking about the cost of living, safety, education, healthcare, and the future we are building for their children. That is the approach of this government, Mr. Speaker. We will claim the opportunities before us, but we will not be reckless with the risks. We will support the energy sector, but we will not make energy the only plan. We will protect citizens today, and we will also build the economy for tomorrow. because development is not just one announcement on one sector, Mr. Speaker. Development is the whole country moving forward together. To achieve that, we must safeguard the financial buffers that protect our country when external shocks arise. That is why this government has managed the Heritage and Stabilization Fund responsibly, not as a resource to be depleted for short-term political spend, but as a strategic national safeguard that strengthens resilience, preserves stability, and protects future generations. I am proud to advise that as June 4, 2026, the fund stood at US $6.6 billion compared to $5.98 billion as at April 30, 2025, an increase of approximately $620 million in 1 year. Mr. Speaker, that is discipline. That is economic management. This is a government protecting the people today while also protecting the country's future. They withdrew from the future. We are rebuilding it, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, before I get into some more detail, I want to recognize the presence in the public gallery of some civic-minded citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Speaker, and some young future leaders of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm not so sure which school it is, Mr. Speaker, but I want to recognize the presence of the... I'm sorry?
It's the Ramai Trace Hindu School, and we'll ask them to...
I want to salute the presence of the Ramai Trace Hindu School today in the public gallery of the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. Future leaders of this country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's ironic that that school is present here today because they denied the students a school for what, 10 years? Pure political spite by those on the opposite side. Mr. Speaker, as we come to this House to amend the Appropriation Act 2026, we do so with a clear understanding that when resources are limited, every dollar must be used carefully and every dollar must serve the people. We understand that responsible government is not only about careful budgeting, it is also about responsive and effective stewardship. Throughout the fiscal year, circumstances evolve, priorities emerge, and the pace of implementation can create legitimate requirements for adjustments to previously approved allocations. That is why our parliamentary system provides for supplementary appropriations to ensure that when additional resources are required to advance approved programs, strengthen public services, or meet obligations to citizens, the government can return to the Parliament and seek its approval. And that's what we are doing here today. This report, therefore, reflects a government that respects both fiscal responsibility and parliamentary oversight. Mr. Speaker, this supplementation is not the kind which the country had become accustomed to over the last decade under the PNM, where billions were approved, yet citizens were left wondering where the money gone and why their daily lives remained unchanged. This supplementation is legitimate. It is tied to programs being implemented, projects being advanced, and services being delivered. The people can see the work. They can feel the impact. They can measure the results. Mr. Speaker, we are here because the country is moving forward. We are here because the machinery of the government has accelerated. Projects are being executed and the nation's development agenda is gaining momentum. Schools are being repaired, infrastructure is being upgraded, institutions are being restored, public servants are being paid, obligations are being honored. We are supplementing because we are delivering, Mr. Speaker. They don't like to hear it, but promises made, promises kept. And Mr. Speaker, when the opposition calls this a fake budget, they reveal the lens through which they view governance. It tells something about them. They assume that budgets are merely documents to be announced and forgotten, because that is what the country had become accustomed to under their administration. They cannot comprehend a government that treats a budget as a plan to be implemented and a promise to be fulfilled. So my advice to them, Mr. Speaker, is to sit up and pay attention. This is how to manage the finances of this nation responsibly and transparently. You know, Mr. Speaker, from 2016 to 2025, the former Minister of Finance came to this House year after year for supplementation and variation, with total increases on the heads amounting to approximately $23.9 billion, including $20.9 billion in further issues from the Consolidated Fund. When he did it, it was normal. Sorry, when the member for Diego Martin Northeast did it, it was normal. I'm corrected. Today, the same member for Diego Martin Northeast will rush here to try to fool the population that the government is doing something abnormal. We're working witchcraft according to them. I call that out for what it is. Absolute hypocrisy. But the country knows him, Mr. Speaker. The country knows him. The financial crisis that this country has been placed in must be bolted to his chest. He and the PNM, the member for Diego Martin Northeast and the PNM are directly responsible, Mr. Speaker. But through you, Mr. Speaker, I want to tell the population that we, this government, led by this Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala Persad-Bissessar, we are fixing it, Mr. Speaker. We are fixing it. Mr. Speaker, this government's fiscal stewardship is best understood in direct comparison with what we inherited. When we assumed office, the overall fiscal deficit stood at $10.07 billion, or 5.8% of GDP. Mr. Speaker, do you know that today that deficit has been reduced to $7.01 billion, or 4% of GDP? That is a reduction of nearly 2 percentage points of GDP in a single year. Interest payments on loans that they took, the PNM took, interest payments which stood at $7.13 billion under the PNM have been brought down to $6.91 billion, freeing up resources, Mr. Speaker, for the people of Trinidad and Tobago rather than for creditors. But the figure I want this country and this House to focus on is called the primary balance. And maybe if San Fernando East could pay attention, he may learn something for once in his life. The primary balance is the difference between government's revenue and its non-interest expenditure. Simply put, it tells us whether the government is living within its means today. It compares what we earn with what we spend on running the country, such as salaries, healthcare, education, and public services, but it does not include interest payments on past debt. So, Mr. Speaker, if a government is spending more than it earns, even before paying interest on debt, it means then that we are adding to the problem. But if we are able to cover our spending from our own revenue, it means that we are beginning to put the country's finances under control. That is why the primary balance matters. It is the clearest indication of fiscal discipline and is the key condition for restoring stability in our public finances. Mr. Speaker, under the PNM, the primary deficit stood at $2.93 billion last year. Today, it stands at approximately $101 million, near balance. In just 1 year, Mr. Speaker, this government has reduced the primary deficit by more than $2.8 billion TT, bringing Trinidad and Tobago to the threshold of primary balance following consecutive years of primary deficits. Mr. Speaker, this is more than an accounting improvement. It's a foundation of a stronger and much more resilient economy. Mr. Speaker, I turn to revenue performance. While global energy prices have provided some support to the economy, this administration has avoided creating the false impression that temporary increases in energy prices can resolve long-standing structural challenges overnight. We recognize that sustainable recovery cannot depend solely on the energy sector. Accordingly, in the 2026 budget, we introduced a series of targeted revenue reforms and modernization initiatives designed, Mr. Speaker, to strengthen revenue collection and improve fiscal sustainability. Mr. Speaker, several of these measures are already delivering results. These include the commercial bank asset levy, electricity surcharge, and the landlord registration fee and business surcharge, which together had generated approximately $224 million since implementation in January 2026. At the same time, broader reform initiatives are underway. These include the modernization of the Inland Revenue and Customs and Excise divisions and their ICT systems, establishing the Real Estate Investment Trust, a trust that will democratize and monetize high-value properties, which will allow citizens to earn dividends from the public real estate. And we are also preparing for the launch of the NIF Bond 3 in September 2026, yet another opportunity for average citizens to invest and build personal wealth. Mr. Speaker, progress also continues on the transfer pricing regime, which will strengthen tax compliance, enhance foreign currency revenues, and support the stabilization of our foreign exchange position. Mr. Speaker, while some measures are already generating revenue, others are still in the implementation phase and will take some time to deliver their full impact. These initiatives require careful implementation, strong institutional coordination and legislative support, and their full fiscal and economic benefits are expected to become increasingly evident during fiscal 2027 and onwards. Mr. Speaker, for the period October 1st, 2025 to April 30th, 2026, revenue stood at approximately $30.1 billion against a projection of $28.0 billion. Expenditure stood at approximately $31.8 billion against a projection of $34.5 billion, resulting in an overall fiscal deficit of approximately $1.7 billion. Oil prices have moved from approximately $62.09 US per barrel in quarter one to $77.64 US per barrel in quarter two, against a budgeted assumption of US 73.25, while natural gas averaged approximately $4.20 US per MMBTU, broadly in line with projections. Accordingly, Mr. Speaker, this government seeks an additional $2,927,371,851 in supplementary funding. We come to this House today, Mr. Speaker, because progress is taking place. Institutions are functioning and citizens are benefiting from our programs and policies. Mr. Speaker, expenditure during the fiscal period to April 30th, 2026 was significantly influenced by long-standing liabilities, debt obligations, and structural weaknesses left behind by those on the other side. These include outstanding VAT bond obligations, delayed VAT refund payments owed to businesses, long-standing subsidy liabilities, and persistent financial and operational challenges within state enterprises. At the same time, expenditure reflects deliberate policy decisions taken by this government to protect citizens and stabilize the country. Mr. Speaker, if a government does not protect the vulnerable, then it has failed. Accordingly, between May 1st, 2025 and May 31st, 2026, this administration maintained uninterrupted social support to the elderly and vulnerable in the amount of $6.04 billion, Mr. Speaker. We are also strengthening policy delivery in these social programs. Effective June 1st, 2026, we expanded eligibility for social assistance programs, ensuring that more families can have access, Mr. Speaker. What this means is that many households previously considered ineligible may now qualify for assistance. Mr. Speaker, we did what the previous government said was impossible. We brought stability and respect back to industrial relations. Mr. Speaker, we settled and honored long-standing public sector labor negotiations with the Public Service Association by agreeing to a 10% salary increase for public servants as promised, and we delivered. And to ease the immediate cost of living, tens of thousands of public sector workers received an immediate $20,000, $14,000, and $10,000 cash advance on their retroactive back pay. To date, we have paid approximately $224.8 million across several sectors to the public service, Mr. Speaker. To shield citizens from significant increases in the international energy prices and maintain fuel price stability, approximately $395 million was expended on fuel subsidies during the period October 1st, 2025 to May 30th, 2026. Mr. Speaker, this is not a supplementation to account for missing results. It is a supplementation to support visible progress. The people of Trinidad and Tobago know the difference, Mr. Speaker, because they can see it, they can feel it, and they are benefited from it. And it is within that context that I now turn to the provision for supplementary funding, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, today we seek this Parliament's approval for supplementary funding in the sum of $2,927,371,851, disaggregated as follows. $2,834,625,648 is for recurrent expenditure, and $92,746,203 is for the development program. Mr. Speaker, these funds are necessary to address urgent and critical recurrent and capital expenditure to September 30th, 2026. Mr. Speaker, I am advised that some unions today are anxious to see if there is supplementation for their negotiations. I am reliably informed that tabulation and quantification, the quantification required, Mr. Speaker, should be completed over the next few weeks and perhaps months. And therefore, appropriate provisions will be made in the budget of fiscal 2027 to meet all obligations settled between now and budget 2027. So I want to tell nurses, teachers, and whoever else that are currently at the bargaining table or are awaiting finalization that relief is coming. Relief is coming. The documentations are being provided now, and in fiscal 2027, Mr. Speaker, the relevant appropriations will be made. Mr. Speaker, it is instructive to note that until we present a full appropriation bill at the end of this financial year, supplementation is provided under the existing heads of expenditure, and appropriate administrative arrangements are put in place to ensure that all government operations proceed seamlessly. The increase in the expenditure proposed is as follows. Head 01, President, $1 million to supplement payment for workers. Head 03, the Judiciary, $39.15 million to pay service providers, contract employment, outstanding contract gratuities, as well as the service alone taken out by the PNM. Industrial Court, $685 million to pay salaries and expenses related to the opening of the new law term. Head 05, Parliament, $3.2 million to fund consumables, short-term employment and gratuities from 2021 to 2024, which the PNM failed to honor during their term in office. Head 07, Statutory Authorities Service Commission, $285 million to finance short-term employment. Head 15, Tobago House of Assembly, $79 million to finance increased salaries and allowances in accordance with the SRC report and for members of the teaching service. Head 16, CAST, that's Central Administrative Services of Tobago, $466 million to fund short-term employment and subscription fees, Mr. Speaker, related to the severe weather alert platform. Head 17, Personnel Expenditure, $2.5 million to finance increased salaries and allowances, short-term employment, gratuity payments, rent, and subscription fees. Mr. Speaker, Head 23, Office of the Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, $75 million more to facilitate payment of legal fees to local and foreign attorneys. Mr. Speaker, Head 26, Ministry of Education, $97.7 million for salaries and gratuities of contract officers, payments to PTSC for school maxi-taxi transport services, Mr. Speaker, as well as for meals to students, school supplies, the book grants, and as well for debt servicing. Mr. Speaker, Head 28, Ministry of Health, $499.9 million, Mr. Speaker, to address operational expenses, outstanding trade payables at the Eastern and Southwest Regional Health Authorities, and again, for loan servicing of loans taken out by the PNM, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Head 30, Ministry of Labour, Small and Micro Enterprise Development, an additional $4.96 million for salaries for contract workers and for operational expenses at the Cipriani College of Labour and Cooperative Studies. Mr. Speaker, Head 31, Ministry of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence, $43.6 million for payment for salaries and operational expenses associated with the provision of IT service delivery throughout the government service, as well as for servicing of PNM loans taken out for government campus fit-out. Mr. Speaker, Ministry of Transport and Civil Aviation, $21.1 million to fund the recruitment of technical staff to support the Chief Traffic Engineer. Payment for outstanding bills under the Traffic Enforcement Center Unit and interest payment on another PNM fixed bond for motor vehicle loan, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Head 37, the Integrity Commission, the additional $1.25 million is to pay for contract officers. Under Head 39, Ministry of Public Utilities, $513.6 million is to fund street lighting and lighting of parks and grounds, to provide refunds to T&Tech for the rebate program, to increase the allocation to TT Post for payments to contract gratuities, operational expenditure for administrative staff attached to CPEP, and operational cost and debt servicing of PNM loans at WASA, Mr. Speaker. Head 40, the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries, $454 million to settle subsidy liabilities owed to the National Petroleum Marketing Company Limited and the UNIPET, Mr. Speaker. Head 42, Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government, $179.2 million to fund employment at the Local Economic Development Unit, to pay contract gratuities, operational expenditure of Rural Development Company of Trinidad and Tobago, loan servicing of PNM term loans, and salaries, allowances, retirement benefits, etc. to workers, as well as materials and supplies to all 14 corporations, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Head 61, Ministry of Housing, $197.3 million to HEC to meet PNM loan repayments, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Head 64, Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, $64.2 million to purchase much-needed uniforms, rent for properties, rental of vehicles, meals for officers working during Carnival, for prisoners at various holding units, repairs and maintenance of buildings, gratuity payments, and IT subscriptions and software maintenance. Head 65, Mr. Speaker, Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, $20.76 million to settle outstanding arrears left by PNM to CARICOM, and to meet the cost of the government's contribution to the UN peacekeeping operations. Head 67, Ministry of Planning, Economic Affairs and Development, $1.6 million to finance increased salaries as a result of the CPO's revised remuneration arrangements. And it goes on, Mr. Speaker, it goes on. Head 69, Ministry of Works and Transport, $362.9 million to finance projects of the Drainage Division, principal and interest payments, the Tobago ferries, station keeping infrastructure to maintain a fixed position, and the necessary dredging for the semi-submersible barge. Mr. Speaker, Head 72, Ministry of Tertiary Education and Skills Training, $19.8 million to pay arrears of salaries owed to academic and senior administrative staff of the University Center and Global Campus, UE, and to supplement allocation for contract officers attached to COSTAT based on the CPO's revised remuneration arrangements. Mr. Speaker, Under 78, the Ministry of the People, Social Development and Family Services, $68.4 million to finance revised salary allowances of monthly paid officers at the the St. Mary's Children's Home and the St. Jude's Home for Girls. And for outstanding bills, increased administrative and operational costs of the foster care and adoption units at the National Care Empowerment Center of the Children's Authority. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Defense, Head 84, $39.2 million is being allocated to finance filling of contract positions, upgrade of equipment at the National Coastal Surveillance Radar Center, hosting the 2026 Independence Day Parade, purchase of uniforms for members of the Defense Force, and for repairs and maintenance of the 4 Air Guard helicopters, Mr. Speaker. Finally, Mr. Speaker, Ministry of Culture and Community Development, $43.3 million to increase the allocations for General Administration, Community Development Division, and Best Village, as well as the service liabilities, other liabilities of the NCC. Mr. Speaker, under the development program, the Tobago House of Assembly will receive $15 million to provide for the expenditure expected to be associated with the reconstruction of the Scarborough Secondary School. Under the development program, the Ministry of Education will get $30 million more for the acquisition of laptops for 4-month students for the financial year, for the academic year, 2026-2027. The Ministry of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence, Mr. Speaker, will be providing them with $25 million more to facilitate the payment of salaries and fees to CAF for establishment of a Tier 4 data center and to meet some costs associated with the construction and outfitting of the Tier 4 data center, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, under the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government, under the development program, we'll be providing an additional $8.98 million to supplement the provision for the drainage and irrigation program. Mr. Speaker, under the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, a further $13.75 million is required to cover the cost of proposed repairs to the residence of the permanent representative of the permanent mission of the United Nations in New York. Mr. Speaker, I turn to the projected fiscal performance. The 2026 budget was predicated on an average oil price of $73.25 US per barrel and natural gas of $4.25 US per MMBTU. Our estimation for oil and gas prices to the end of fiscal 2026 is $85 US per barrel and $4.50 per MMBTU respectively. With this and other adjustments, we anticipate an increase in total revenue of $381.7 million, with an overall resultant deficit of $7 billion. Mr. Speaker, this supplementary expenditure will be financed through a combination of domestic and external borrowing, including engagements with multilateral development partners. This measured approach, Mr. Speaker, will ensure that we can continue delivering on our commitments to the people of Trinidad and Tobago while maintaining fiscal stability. Importantly, revenue measures introduced in October 2025 are also expected to yield their full impact during the latter part of this fiscal year and in future years, and will directly contribute to addressing the deficit. Mr. Speaker, these measures, coupled with ongoing reforms to strengthen revenue administration and improve compliance, will provide additional fiscal space and help reduce the deficit over time. Mr. Speaker, may I ask how much more time I have, please?
I think you have just around 4.5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, confidence, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Confidence is the most powerful currency in any economy. When citizens have confidence, they invest in their future. When businesses have confidence, they expand and create jobs. When investors have confidence, they bring capital, technology, and opportunity. Mr. Speaker, confidence in Trinidad and Tobago has been rebuilt both at home and abroad as this government continues to take responsible decisions to stabilize the economy, strengthen institutions, and create a more attractive environment for investment and growth. In just 1 year of hard work and tireless efforts by this UNC government, the success of our approach is already evident. In January of this year, international capital markets signaled renewed confidence in Trinidad and Tobago through the government's highly successful and heavily oversubscribed $1 billion international bond issuance. In February 2026, the Council of the European Union confirmed the removal of Trinidad and Tobago from the EU's list of non-cooperative jurisdictions, a list which this country was placed under the watch of the former PNM administration in 2017. Mr. Speaker, this removal from the EU blacklist strengthens Trinidad and Tobago's international reputation, improves investor confidence, and reduces reputational risks, and enhances our ability to engage more effectively with international financial institutions. In March 2026, at a meeting of the Board of Directors of CAF, Mr. Speaker, the institution reaffirmed its commitment to supporting Trinidad and Tobago's development agenda, and accordingly, discussions also included the establishment of a CAF regional office in Port of Spain by 2027, positioning Trinidad and Tobago as an important hub for regional integration and development. This follows a similar announcement in April this year by the World Bank, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, to top it off, in June 2026, Trinidad and Tobago secured a seat at the United Nations Security Council. Mr. Speaker, this growing international confidence received another authoritative confirmation just 3 days ago. On June 12, 2026, Moody's, the international rating agencies, elevated Trinidad and Tobago's outlook from negative to stable, while affirming the country's Ba2 rating. This decision follows closely on IMF's own 2026 Article 4 assessment. Mr. Speaker, Moody's explicitly attributed this improvement to deliberate choices made by this government, proactive debt management, strengthening of the country's financial buffers, and strong institutional strengthening, Mr. Speaker. The IMF commended our courageous pension reform. It welcomed our removal from the EU's list of non-cooperative jurisdictions. Mr. Speaker, two of the world's most respected institutions, two independent assessments, one clear conclusion. After 1 year in office, this government's strategy is working. That sends a powerful message to our citizens, investors, and partners that Trinidad and Tobago is firmly back on a path of sustainability and renewed confidence. Mr. Speaker, confidence is returning, Mr. Speaker, because this government, led by the Honourable Member for Siparia, is delivering. Mr. Speaker, there's much more to be said, and my colleagues on this side will provide additional information as we go forward, Mr. Speaker, about the great work that this government is doing. Mr. Speaker, with those few words, I thank you.
Honourable members, I will now propose a question for debate. Be it resolved that this House adopt the report of the Standing Finance Committee of the House of Representatives for the second session 2026-2027, 13th Parliament on consideration of the proposal for the supplementation and variation of appropriation for the fiscal year 2026. Member for Diego Martin Northeast.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Minister spent very little time talking about the actual report and most of his time boasting about the great financial management of the new government. I would start with the last statement that the Minister made, that Moody's has elevated Trinidad and Tobago's outlook from negative to stable. What the Minister did not say is that when the UNC came into office, Trinidad and Tobago's outlook was already stable, and they sent it negative in December 2025. Moody's revised Trinidad and Tobago's outlook from stable to negative. So that all that has happened is that we are back in the same place that we were in May of 2025. And why are we back in the same place? The Minister said that the elevation, I don't understand what that means, because he sent us negative, we now come back stable. It's due to the great fiscal and financial management of the UNC government. That is simply not true. I have in my possession the rating action from Moody's, dated 12 June 2026. And it reads as follows. The change in outlook to stable from negative reflects improved near-term external prospects driven by higher projected oil and gas prices. That's all it is. America decided to attack Iran together with Israel. Oil prices went up. And as a result of oil prices going up and the uncertainty of that particular war, the prediction for enhanced revenues caused by the war has led Moody's to upgrade or revise, not even upgrade because the credit rating remains the same. Now, let's look at the situation with respect to what's happening in the world, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I did not say a word when the minister, I was quiet. As soon as I started to speak, the usual suspects have started to mutter. Or Portuguese, some of Barata. Mr. Speaker, could I ask your protection, please?
Well, uncharacteristically quiet. So let's accord him the same measure of quietude, please.
Mr. Speaker, that is the second time you say that in 2 days.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TN Tech to request a temporary disconnection.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome.
Reports, the economic data pack that is now being published every 3 months. When you go and check the review of the economy published in 2025, what are we seeing, Mr. Speaker? We are seeing this, that the index of retail sales fell year on year in fiscal 2025, a third straight negative quarter. Cement sales dropped to 92,000 tons by the end of 2025, the weakest in the series, confirming the construction slowdown. I am quoting from the central bank's own data packs of March 2026. This is what they are saying. Retail sales are down, cement sales are down, construction has slowed down, Mr. Speaker, and what you are seeing is a contraction in the non-energy sector, Mr. Speaker. You have a situation where the non-energy sector is contracting by as much as 10%, Mr. Speaker. So all this set of old talk. If that war did not occur in Iran, what will be the government telling us today? They'll probably be telling us to be a deficit of $20 billion in fiscal 2026. They'll probably be telling us that they can't manage. They'll probably be telling us they come to impose new taxes, Mr. Speaker. And you see, it's easy to talk, but when you go through the numbers, when you look at the Moody's report, you see that the worst performing sector of our economy, which was the best performing sector of our economy under the PNM, is the non-energy sector, Mr. Speaker. The worst performing sector of our economy is the non-energy sector. Credit and money are decelerating. I'm reading again from the central bank report. Private sector growth is slowing. It slowed from 8% to 5%. The local equity market, which is an indication of confidence in the economy, the stock exchange has dropped 12.5% in total value year on year under them, Mr. Speaker. Look at bank shares. Look at shares of conglomerates. Look at shares of manufacturing companies. They have all collapsed under this government over the last 12 months, Mr. Speaker. These are facts that I noticed the minister did not talk about that credit growth has slowed down, that non-energy sector has collapsed, that the stock exchange has collapsed, Mr. Speaker, and all of us who have shares, I don't know if you have any shares, Mr. Speaker, would have seen the loss in value of our portfolios over the last 12 months under this government. Look at foreign reserves. Foreign reserves have dropped to 4.7 billion towards the end of the year, Mr. Speaker. They had a little bump when they went on the international market and raised $1 billion US in a bond, Mr. Speaker, but they have a payment coming up in August where they will have to pay $400 million US. That will come out of our reserves, Mr. Speaker. It will depress our foreign reserves even more. Our reserves are now the lowest they have been for more than 15 years, Mr. Speaker. The import cover is now the lowest that it has been for more than 15 years, Mr. Speaker, under this administration. Under this administration. And let's look at what is happening with the Standing Finance Committee. What the minister said, this supplementation of appropriations is designed to boost productivity and to improve infrastructure and to maintain buildings like schools and so on, Mr. Speaker. That is not what is going on here. The supplementation of 2.9 billion, Mr. Speaker, 2 billion of that is for current transfers and subsidies. 570 million is transfers to statutory boards. And out of that $3 billion that we are talking about today, barely $400 million, Mr. Speaker, 20% is for goods and services and the development program. In fact, the development program is only being increased by $90 million. Out of $3 billion, the only way you can create economic stimulus, the only way you can deal with the terrible infrastructure that has found itself in this place over the last 12 months. I mean, potholes everywhere, bush everywhere, drains full of silt, rivers full of all sorts of things. Our deteriorating infrastructure can only be repaired through... Mr. Speaker, come on. I never said the minister was wicked. Look at what they say. Please control them, Mr. Speaker. Look, another one, Corey.
All right, continue. Members, let's get some quiet, please.
Mr. Speaker, out of that $3 billion, $92 million for development. Imagine that. $92 million. What percentage is 92 million of $3 billion, Mr. Speaker? I can tell you it's less than 5%. If you do the maths, 10% is 300 million, 5% is 150 million, so 92 million may be about 3%. 3 to 4% of this $3 billion for the development program, when they already are starving all of the P&M corporations of funds for the development program. And there's something curious in all of this. There's something very curious. During the budget, we pointed out that the Minister of Works and Infrastructure had not been allocated sufficient funds to even patch one pothole. We said that in October 2025, and what do they do now? They give them they give the whole government $92 million in development. There's something going on in this government. I don't know if it's some kind of jealousy that the member is put to act as Prime Minister, so the honourable member is being sabotaged. I mean, I don't expect the member to say anything. I don't expect them to say anything. But that has to be what is going on, Mr. Speaker. That has to be what is going on. So, Mr. Speaker, let me take a look at some of the more Mr. Speaker, let me take a look at some of the more astonishing things in this supplementation and variation. One of the most astonishing things was the fact that the Minister of Finance came with a lot of gusto, a lot of energy in October and announced the creation of an employment fund in the amount of $475 million. And this employment fund was supposed to, in some way, counteract the devastation that this government has unleashed on over 30,000 workers in CPEP, URP, reforestation, statutory authorities, ministries and departments. That unemployment fund of $475 million was supposed to deal with that, even though it was inadequate. What have we seen? A whole 9 months has elapsed, and the excuse for not mobilizing that $475 million is that it required legislation. I asked the minister if he knew that when he made the statement in October. He said yes. I said, so how come 9 months later the honorable minister has not been able to bring simple legislation to the parliament to deal with this? And the answer was the usual: deflection. We do things properly. So doing things properly is putting $475 million in the budget to help poor people and then not spending it and not helping poor people. That is how you do things properly. I don't know what is wrong with this particular minister, because we already have a law in the country, the Unemployment Levy Act, Chapter 7503, which simply allocates a portion of petroleum revenues to an unemployment fund. And then that is what was used throughout the years for the unemployment relief program, or special works as it was called. That's an act that has been in existence since 1970. You're going to tell me that having the model of the Unemployment Levy Act before you, 9 months later, you can't use that particular legislation as a basis to create an employment fund? 9 months later, with the brilliant Attorney General that they have now on their side. And we are told in the committee meeting that it is not going to be operationalized in this fiscal. So it will be 12 months. Creating this, I have to call it a slush fund, and not operationalizing it, making a false promise to people that certainly has not been kept. There are so many promises. The minister repeated that mantra. Promises made, promises kept. Well, you promised to spend $475 million dealing with unemployed people, and you have not kept that promise. And the excuse given is puerile. We do things properly. So it's taking us a year and more. It's taking us a year and more to simply copy and cut and paste and refashion and repurpose the Unemployment Levy Act, which creates the unemployment fund. A year to do that, Mr. Speaker? It is clear the intention never was to use that $475 million to employ people. The intention was just to put it there as a palliative and pretend that we care about people and we're going to help them, Mr. Speaker. But what else is inside of this supplementation of appropriation and variation? The 5 largest recipients account for roughly 70% of the total. $514 million to public utilities, driven almost entirely by a $376 million top-up for WASA. Now, where is the modernization and efficiency and transformation of WASA under the tenure of this administration? It is nowhere. It is absolutely nowhere. Because if they were in fact modernizing WASA, why would they need $376 million on top of the original allocation, taking the appropriation for WASA for this year to almost $2 billion? Energy and energy industries, fuel subsidy, $454 million. Health, $500 million. And what's interesting here is that of that $500 million for health, $386 million is in loan principal and interest payments. And I'm looking at some of the responses that we got here. And it just shows that, the government not serious. They're not serious at all. We had asked what certain particulars with respect to the Ministry of Health, and it's here in a response coming from the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health. And the question was asked, the dates the loan were initiated, the duration of the loan, and the frequency of payment of principal and interest. And what's the answer? The UDCOT loan for $100 million, US $99.6 million, Arima Hospital. What was that? The loan was initiated in 2018. The duration of the loan is 10 years. That means it goes to 2028. And the frequency of payment of principal and interest is semi-annual.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what's going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low?
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation.
In the middle of responding there, but we got to remind you that celebrating 5 years, Tobago Carnival is calling Relive the Awakening, the official launch of Tobago Carnival 2026, Saturday, June 20th. That is this Saturday at 8:35 p.m. Watch on TTT or stream live via at TTT Live Online. Experience the excitement, the energy, the culture. This is Tobago Carnival only on TTT, the official national media partner for Tobago Carnival 2026. All right. Well, we gave him, just to let you all know, was supposed to be an hour, right? So they're supposed to go 10:30 to 11:30. We decided that we would try to.
Nah, he started getting
we would try to give him both some. We
I
wanted to hear what he had to say.
I try to understand. You was in government for 9.5 years.
Yes.
9 years, not 5, but 9 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had the opportunity to change so many things while in government at the time. And you chastising this government
after 8 or 9 months.
After 8 or 9 months of a budget to come up with a
for the solution for everything.
How is do that? How is do that?
I don't know.
I try to
He couldn't
understand
do it. What he asking for in 9 months, he couldn't do in 9 years.
How is do
To
that?
put that in the context.
The people now get appropriation bill in September.
Mm-hmm.
We in June or July, June, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So like 9 months, right?
Yeah.
And you come back and you're asking for a little money to script over the line for the rest of the budget. So many things to fix. I
am talking about
the minister talked there
yeah.
about the monies we come to borrow again
Mm-hmm.
to pay 78 lines of expenditure.
Right.
And most of them is not developmental work, sir.
Right.
Is work that done gone already. What we paying for. I don't
Their
understand.
bills.
I don't understand.
His bills.
All them people and them ain't get paid. So they come back to ask for money to be able to
pay the people.
To pay the people. Because most of them thing in them days is recurrent expenditure.
Right.
It's not new. It's very few of the heads that he called the lines of heads are for new projects and for new expansion of buildings and expansion of policy and nothing like that. Most of them are for repaying what all you left behind.
That's right.
Now you come in to say that
The minister,
them are real belly, you know
the
why?
minister made it very clear. There was a term that he used there with some debt, principal something.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I gotta go back and listen to the clip. And he said that debt that they met was over $2 billion.
Mm.
And in the 8 to 9 months that they've been there, they've been able to clear that. And it now starts on 101 million. From 2-point-something billion to 101 million. That is the debt that they've cleared.
Boy, them fellas is wicked people, boy.
But you telling me?
Them is wicked people, boy. And you expecting this government to come in and fix it in a year?
I listened to him talking about deteriorating infrastructure.
What like it deteriorated yesterday?
Deteriorated over the last 8 months, yeah.
Wow, boy. Them fellas them real different, boy. No, not being... No, I don't want to say that, maybe I bias somewhere, but common sense would tell all you.
Basic common
sense.
You don't want to be a rocket scientist.
Would tell all you that them thing then reach to them conditions just so.
Yeah.
You know
Not
what I
only
mean?
that, you don't incur that type of debt in 8 months.
Yeah, but they were saying
because they have spent no money.
Because almost every blind expenditure they're talking about is to pay back workers.
That's right.
You know, all the money where they would have been owed and whatever. All that money is for them. And he get up and
He had 9.5 years.
9.5 years to fix it, and he didn't fix it.
And what he did in 9.5 years was drive the country into debts.
Something wrong with Crep Fraser. Something wrong with he, you know.
Right?
Something had to be wrong with he, boy.
And he coming to stand up there.
Wow, boy, he real different, boy. He real different, boy.
What you mean different?
He's different. He's different, boy.
That is the dangerous.
He real different.
Let me tell you something, eh? We could have said, look, right, Minnesota don't talk, and we could have go to the ads something and we decided, you know what happened? We okay in both, let me away in both honestly. Right? And I mean we had an hour.
The man
right?
And me with that, boy.
Tanku didn't speak for an hour.
Kanku just told 78 heads of expenditure that going to be spent on things that you was the former finance minister was supposed to take care of.
And you dropped the ball.
And you dropped the ball and comment to say that this government, within the last 8 months, the place degrades so bad?
Yeah.
Nah. That can't make sense, right? As the old people say, the maths are mathsing. That not making sense at all. No how that making sense.
Well, 6224911, 6224911. For those of you locked on.
In 9 months, boy?
Yeah.
The place in such a mess? Wow,
boy. Let me check in. That's all. Hold on.
Morning, nobody here.
Morning.
I have to respond to comment, but there's a difference between lies and dishonesty.
Live?
He did not lie when he said that Moody's downgraded Trinidad slightly in the 2025. He did not lie. But he was completely dishonest to suggest that it was this government's fault. I used to tell you all, that a government isn't a government until you read a budget.
Right,
and the PNM called a snap election 6 months away from a budget being read. What that meant is that this current government had to pretty much continue with the PNM budget. So whatever downgrade there was by Moody's is not
from them.
Fault. He will not say that. That is dishonesty. I mean, it's incredible, but there it is. I didn't even expect it, but the first words out of his mouth, that is where he went.
Yeah, that's right. There we go. Morning.
Yeah.
Anybody who know.
I listen this both sides, and you know, X and Stephan, it has some PNM supporters. They're so uneducated, or they're just naturally unpolitical. You know, them will bypass all what the finance minister say, and they will run it what it will say. But I the sickening part for me, like, I see people be on social media here, right, where I live in a man, and everything where I heard them see them running with that, and not knowing where the information coming from them. You understand? The TTT, what all you're saying and thinking, and then the news and thinking, and the parliament channel, them go with whatever the opposition say, So a lot of them over here, they say, this and that, but when you listen, it's bills, it's a set that the PNM do that, them fixing. I can't understand these people and them, boy. I don't listen for us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, what nobody said is correct. They called an election before 6 months
away.
So whatever budget,
they had to run with.
This administration would have had to run with that budget until October. So any downgrade that came from Moody's, it was based on the stupidity of Conway Booth.
Wow.
And he spin that. He spin that.
Yeah, he tried to spin that. Well, he spin it.
He spin it. He didn't try to spin it. He spin it.
Yeah, he spin it.
Morning. But that's what politics. That's politics. Politics is spin. You know what I mean? You had to spin it.
But that is so unfortunate, boy. That we're
But that
going
is
to
what they
believe that,
do.
boy.
They use the data, and then they spin it in a direction that.
And I feel that 6 months earlier is because of that. That's that date that they call was because of that. Was to confuse the whole thing.
Morning.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Yes. Morning.
Remember the other day I told you something about Engbert, and you said me you know nothing about it, don't you?
What we do?
He must have land and household wide place. And he renting his mother-in-law house.
Well, I know where you rented and all that kind of. All right,
what
all right,
relevance is that?
I know the relevance of that. Morning.
Good morning to Mr. X and Stephan. Good morning. You hearing me?
Yeah, man. We good.
Morning,
We good.
morning reporter.
Go ahead.
Oh, my brothers. I said good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. X,
yes, sir.
This contribution I make into my nation, if I only had the opportunity to get my voice into talk show as I would like to because of the programs I choose to get onto, this country would have never reached so far. This is a direction I know the country is going to head into. This thing ain't reached nowhere yet. This thing ain't reached nowhere yet with Corinne Marcel and them and the PNM people and them. I hope I'm still coming across loud and clear in this country.
Yeah, man.
Am I coming across clear?
Yes.
X and Mr. Stephan, all you please call on the nation to be very vigilant and don't listen to these people. These people cannot convince us that there is a change is going to come if we ever take God out of our thought and put back PNM in this country. They know they have no argument. The only argument they could do is what that man did and try to disturb the spirit of these struggling people that the all these people who fought and fight in this country to bring this country to where it is. This man come in one night and drive a dagger straight through everybody and make the NJAC to come out and make a comment. But I'm glad he do that so they know the NJAC is there and don't feel it will always be old people in NJAC because the NJAC have a generation just like how the PNM and the UNC have a generation. This man put the country in such a shameful position with the two main ethnic groups. You all know I driving taxi on the ground here and if you see the people's face, they can't believe this is occurring. Come and do to this country.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, man. Cool. We have some limited time now, so we just speeding it up. Don't ignore us. 6224911. We have about 7 minutes now before 12 o'clock, so we just trying to accommodate as many. But that's what this do, X. The man get up and put a spin on that to make you feel like that, like all the work the government do in the last 8 months, all the moves that Tanku make.
Have the place in this condition.
Didn't put it from negative back in the stable.
Hello, good day.
Watch me. Go and give a good partner. Don't call me already. Believe in him, but you know. But I'll give you the play where before I go, please. No?
Well, I think we have the play we didn't draw. When the play we draw by?
I have no idea.
I have the recap here, you know, but I don't know. I didn't see a draw, so I don't know if I play the recap.
Well,
waiting. Try it and see.
Try it and see.
Let me see if we had it.
But try closer to when we go down there now, man.
Let's on. Well, let's line it up here. Right, let me see. I'll check it there and see if that was if they put it in the recap now, because usually when people in see the draw, it didn't draw yet. Oh God, easy. Yeah, morning.
Play 4, boy.
Play what?
Four.
Play 4.
Oh, they play 4. All right,
yeah.
Cool, no problem.
All right.
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, what boy? Man said dead man, boy. Oh God, pressure. All right, let's see. This would be the recap, but I guess they would have put it in the recap. So let's see what happens in the recap here. We'll come back.
The winning numbers in the National Lottery online draws for Monday, 15th.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
The amount of bills, they leave all.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad.
You know what I mean? Toilet paper. Then pay the toilet paper bill for the parliament, and then have the The works to suggest that the government isn't putting any money towards development. When you had to pay all them bills, including a past toilet paper bill.
For Parliament.
My word.
The real sad, eh? The real sad. Consumables, you know.
People, if you don't know how to really play,
watch it, get caught up in that one.
Especially that guy there.
Yeah.
You see that guy there? They call remember? Seasoned.
And out of timing.
And he's seasoned. He talking about the government and care about the small man.
Yeah. He talking about the government. When that disaster, he ain't going up in the areas. He only going up in the... Well, he's not going up in the uptown areas.
He's
not going.
This government didn't care about the small man. He is the champion for the small man. That guy there.
He carrying a hamper for nobody. He carrying a hamper no way.
Boy, Ole better know what time it is in this place, eh? Before Ole get lost, eh? Ole better know what time it is in this place. Because let me tell you, them fellas are them dangerous. He's the most dangerous of all of them sitting on the parliament because he's the most seasoned.
Yeah.
So he's a seasoned politician. Give him that.
Right.
Give him that. And he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do, eh?
Well, yeah. Well,
that is...
Put the poison in the public domain.
That's right. That's what he's supposed to do.
Morning. You know, the things that they will say in the parliament, especially called input, it will sound good in the PNM people's ears. But when we analyze what's going on, they can't fool us. You understand me? So that they could spin bowl and whole day. It have people out there seeing straight through them. Yeah. And that's the way we go.
All right, man. Let me see if we can take our winners. Morning.
Hello, morning.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. I want to just say that the supporters of this government must be very, very, very vigilant. This government is putting programs and different things in place to the economic right thing, and it's being thing by the different economic centers, giving them good grading and thing, right? That is the same gentleman who just spoke there in terms of former Minister of Finance when he said he raised gas 5 times and nobody in riot yet in front of international orders. I have no respect for him. He's a waste of time. And the people somewhere in Diego Martin, Northeast, who voted for him, let them continue. Because them like they're living under a rock stone. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man. All right. It's just not. Press the man government chopping up pressing the wrong button on the board. I know we have a recorded news at noon, but I'm not seeing it. Just ask our boys in the across the hall now. In news here, but I'm not seeing it. Oh look, Sharon coming, man. Sharon Fafan is coming up next. Connect with Sharon. When the news at noon, you sure, boy? Yeah. All right, let me check that. They quick on the draw today, boy, Max.
Yeah.
You so fast, man, we sure say, boy, the man say to the job box.
Right, well, let me see if it's in the job box.
Let me see. I type in 12. Let me see what's going on. Just a few moments away. Let me see. Yeah, man. Well, you say something next. You say something.
Nah, I ready to go. I ain't saying nothing today. I ain't saying close today.
In both upset you so much?
I tell it, but that man that's just... I tell you, I want to win the case against him bad.
Oh yeah, you want a matter against him? I forget, boy.
Bad. It's supposed to be this month sometime. That time is this month. If you know I want to win that case, I'm going to waste him.
Oh, you mean if you're going to win the case? Who's your lawyer?
96%.
96%?
Win rate. You was? I want to win that case with him. I'm wasting big crap face.
Don't go in the court and call the man crap face, eh?
Me no business with he. If you like business with he, me don't afraid he.
Don't call the man crap face, why? Alright, people, we gotta wrap things up. We got the news at noon. Are you looking for it here? But I ain't seen none for the 15th. I need Dropbox. I'll find out from them, boy. Yeah, so I don't know where you going, you know. Not really call one of them then. because they gotta put it up because I don't know what they put it as. All right, so we gotta wrap things up for today, people. Of course, today is Monday, tomorrow is Tuesday. We'll be back again. It is a short week. We have a holiday on Friday, so you know, X and I, we don't come in for the holiday. We just take the holiday. My birthday is Thursday. Look, my boy coming, man. No, yeah. Look, you don't go on past you there. You come and pull it up. You come and pull it up. Yeah, news at noon. Yeah, they said they do I recorded, Alex. Yeah, so we will be back on Friday. Sorry, we won't be here on Friday. Thursday is my birthday. I'll even a little early because I have a thing to catch. But X will be here. I think Adrian is holding the fort for us on Friday. But tomorrow,
Friday holiday?
let's see. Friday's holiday. Friday's birthday. Right, yeah.
So you're going to next island somewhere in Shooter?
You're starting to fly out?
So you're going to Barbados or something?
Barbados or something and go for the weekend end? Yeah, boy. You know what I mean? Just get away from Trinidad, boy. You're not under squeeze. Right, I hear you. Did you say your closing statement? You know, you ain't going through all of that. Even the dullest of minds.
That man get me upset. I don't want to say
boy.
that.
The man really upset X. Look at it. Nice. Yeah, so the man really upset X, but he's still talking, you know.
Nah, he too disingenuous, boy.
Yeah.
Guy.
He dishonest.
Protocol, but he's
He dishonest.
member of
Yeah.
parliament, and I said that big boy talk.
All right.
You like business of that?
All right, so we are out, and Connect with Sharon is up next. Keep it right here on Talk City, and until tomorrow, people, enjoy your day.
This is TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.